Last week on Street Fighter League, we saw Team UIU face off with heavy favorite, the Vodafone Giants. Team UIU's NL was finally able to play the Cammy completely unleashed, and we saw his latent abilities as he got the very important 3-0 OCV over Team Vodafone Giants. But that's not all. We also saw Team BANDITS. They tried to repeat the same thing, but it wasn't easy with them going up against the defending champions Team NASR. It was not pretty. And coming up next, we have Team NASR going up against Team UIU. We'll see, can UIU keep that fire burning and yet again topple a Titan? And of course, we also have Team Panda in an extremely important match going up against the Vodafone Giants. Both of these teams are 3-3 and were some of the favorites coming in. This is an extremely important match as far as them trying to make it to the playoffs. Guys, this is going to be an amazing show, and it all goes down right now on Street Fighter League.
Thank you for joining us for another amazing week of Street Fighter League Season 4. And once again, I have checked all my emails. I've been waiting for messages, checked the FedEx. I have not got my delivery of Better Street Fighter because it's right here. My name is Tasty Steve, joined by none other than my brother from another mother, Vicious. How are you doing today, sir?
I will admit I am the one that signed off on some of the Better Street Fighter, but I have a couple more packets for you because we're only in week number 10. We still have plenty more weeks to go through, as well as going through some of these new teams that are coming in for Season 4, right? We had UIU, we had NASR, the current reigning champs from Season 3, but all of the other teams right now are grasping for them straws to make sure they get in the top 4, right? Let's talk about the newer teams in the building. We have BANDITS, which is essentially Team DR. We have the Vodafone Giants. We have Team NORDAVIND. And of course, we have the revamped Team Panda coming in.
So Team Panda coming in as well, who we're actually going to get a chance to see a little earlier. Last week's team battles were actually ridiculous. There was a lot to unfold there. A lot of the teams that came in last place definitely got some wins on their belt. And I'm talking about UIU, who did a lot better in these past weeks than they have in recent seasons as well. I mean, the fact that the Vodafone Giants actually took a L is a crazy thing to me, especially with a not depowered Mr. Crimson. They beat the Dawson clean. That wasn't even any contention about what was going to happen, but that's just a piece of the action that we have for you guys here for Street Fighter League. Let's take a look at the standings for this week before we get started on this action. We got NASR leading the pack at 6-1, and then of course we have the Vodafone Giants at 3-3. They are tied with Panda, who is subsequently in third, but just tied in record at 3-3 as well. NORDAVIND at 2-3, and then of course you see BANDITS holding it down at 2-4, along with UIU holding it at the bottom, 2-4. And the big thing about this is that we're getting closer to the playoffs.
That's true.
And one of the most important factors is that nobody's safe. I know NASR's at 6-1, but they are not out of range of this round robin because these guys have still yet to play again, and they have to do that if they want to get to those playoffs, if they want to be in that top 4, and that's if they want to be the team that makes it out to fight against SFL Japan.
Yeah, that's right. Again, all of these are pretty much pivotal. Every single win needs to be done now for some of these other teams. If NASR continues on a hot streak, for sure they're going to be solidified within the top 4. But the fact that they're 6-1 and there's still at least 5 more weeks of regular season play, they could be knocked down under, depending on how good the other teams do. So again, it's pretty hotly contested. Just to remind you, it's been so difficult to figure out who to ban for the second round robin, but the team format has become better, all right? Everybody's been thinking about what they did in their first round robin. They're like, all right, well, I understand what's going to happen. If this person is banned, I know where they're going to put them afterwards, and I'm going to make sure I align our biggest strength to take care of that problem. And it's been happening these last couple of weeks.
That's definitely true, but what is on the line here? We have $75,000 on the line, as well as the opportunity to play whatever team makes it out of SFL Japan. And in all honesty, just to get there is not going to be easy. 2, the battle's not going to be easy. And 3, if you guys aren't checking out SFL Japan, I guarantee you, you're missing out. It's a different world. The Street Fighter is just as good, and I promise you, you're going to want to keep tabs on what they're doing over there because that final is going to be amazing.
And of course, if this is your first time, you've got to check out the VODs for all the weeks prior for Street Fighter League. But just to remind you, this is a Waseda-style 3-on-3 tournament. The teams pick their order. They have those members go up and keep on going to the queue. They can be fighting each other. The person that loses is eliminated. The person that wins, back of the queue and continues their turn. There's only going to be one winner when there's only one team remaining in that team battle. And that's how it's been going each and every week. Again, just to remind you folks at home, it is Waseda style. You're going to get used to that. You're going to hear it every week, either from me or from Tasty Steve, but it's still going to remain the same.
Yeah.
Everything you need to consider is right here at Street Fighter League. We tell it to you every single breakdown.
That's true.
But now we get into it. Who are we facing off today? Who are we going to see in our two team battles?
Just for the record, this is week 10, closer to the playoffs. We have Team Panda going up against the Vodafone Giants as our first team battle. And on the end, for our last team battle today, we're going to have none other than NASR going up against UIU. It's going to be first place versus last place, but we've seen some upsets before. There's no way it's going to let us down. You know they want to get these battles, but I am not upset about Astro holding down Street Fighter League Season 4. They have done an amazing job. They've hooked up every player here, as well as me personally, with the A40 headset. They have swappable boom mics. They have custom speaker tags as well. And on top of that, they just give you the best sound quality that you can ask for in any headset. So shout outs to Astro for holding down Street Fighter League Season 4 and being the official headset and mix app.
You can check it out for yourself with the Twitch panel down below. Again, A40 headset. It's the headset and mix amp of Street Fighter League. And speaking of, we're going to get into our first team battle. It's going to be Panda versus Vodafone Giants. You don't want to miss it because after this break, it's going to get explosive. And we'll see you there. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about to go down. Street Fighter League Season 4 with week number 10. Vicious here with Tasty Steve. And we've already broken down what's going to happen this week. But we get into the nitty-gritty of who is going to get banned, what the team order is going to be, and a little bit of insight of these players as well before they get into their matches. It's going to be Panda versus Vodafone Giants in the run back. And we talked about Vodafone Giants, right? In the first half of their round robin, they were looking spectacular. They were within the top 3. I feel like every single week they've had such huge success being the new kids on the block against some of the well-seasoned teams. And it was pretty close for a lot of their matches.
But this is the second half of the season, right? This time they're going for the Dawson ban to make sure that they can take out one of the heavy hitters. Putting Justin up first versus Mr. Crimson, a depowered Mr. Crimson, is a good spot to be in, right? Justin doesn't really have a character of expertise that he's been playing, mostly Rose. However, you're going to have you're going to have a full-powered backup of your team, right? You're going to have Punk. You're going to have NEPHEW. So they're going to be able to play. I think taking out Mr. Crimson here is a very big thing. The thing is that if you can take out somebody like Mr. Crimson from the equation, things get significantly easier. Not significantly to the fact because you still have INFEXIOUS, but it's still the point of being able to contend against Mr. Crimson and how strong that Dawson has been. Panda definitely still in a good spot, and they can make some things happen this time around. If this team battle goes their way, this Dawson ban is smart, and Justin's going to be going up first. But before we get there, I believe we have an interview with Hollywood Rob TV on the stage with NEPHEW.
We are here with the Sith Lord, the most cold-hearted player in the history of esports. None other than Dark Neph, or Alan's son. What's going on, brother?
What's up, Rob?
Ooh, I like how you didn't disagree. You finally accepting your true nature. I like that.
Dark Neph, I can't escape it anymore.
Yeah, that's facts. And your opponents, you know, they can't escape when you get into that zone, when you get into that mode. And so far, we've actually seen a few people banning the Colleen and everything, right? Are you even gonna be able to play Colleen from this point? Or like, has they banned Colleen every time, or?
I'm going to be able to play Colleen, I think, twice. I think against Bandits, they banned Colleen. I had to play Rose.
Okay.
Against UIU, they also banned Colleen.
So right now, you're 3-3 overall.
Yeah.
So I feel like pretty much everyone is, you know, pretty tight right now. In those matches, actually, in the matches you have Colleen versus when you don't have Colleen, right? For the rest of the league, do you feel like there's any extra responsibility? No, I wouldn't say pressure, but just any extra added responsibility in those ones where you do have your main?
I think I do feel some extra responsibility when I do have Colleen, because I think our team is stronger when I have Colleen. I don't think Punk is that weekend by not having Karen.
Yeah. But, you know, something that's interesting to me, bro, is that as a team overall, I don't want to say that you guys aren't used to adversity, because we've seen you guys battle back from some wild stuff even last season. Like even big OCVs and all that, you know, clutching things out. As far as records are concerned, I mean, you guys won through winner's side of the playoffs last year. There wasn't single elimination. Whereas, and it was you and Team All In, you know, Adon's team. Whereas this time, you guys are like more in the middle of the pack. Now you guys have adversity. How different is this to you to be in a position like this?
I think for our team, it's not the record. That's like the adversity part. Like I think we're still pretty much 100% going to make it to playoffs. Even if like you take the confidence out of it, like if you just think of it like logically, we didn't ban Dawson from Giants the first time. We didn't ban Cammy from UIU the first time. And those are our strong bans. So I feel like those matches we have very strong chances in.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense to me. I mean, you guys still definitely have every reason to be confident, and that's a very good point as far as like the specific bands that you've made up to this point. What's your role in keeping Punk level-headed, or do you think that matters at all, like where his mental state is at?
I actually think for him versus like other players, like I feel like for some players, when they get emotional, when they get stressed out, like they play worse. Like I think I play worse if I'm feeling the stress of the situation. But I feel like when Punk is stressed, he actually plays exactly the same. Yeah. It's kind of crazy how he's able to maintain that composure, even though like he has all these things going through his mind. So I don't think it's like that important to like cool him off. But I think just over the course of the season, we have a lot of weeks left. We're going to get some wins and make it to playoffs. So he'll have his confidence renewed and he'll be feeling good. So it should be fine. I'm not going to rely on him to just beat everyone for me. I think in the matches we lost, like some people might say like I was supposed to rely on Punk, but like I don't think of it that way.
So you don't. A lot of people probably would think about that, like, you know, having Punk, he could OCV anyone, you know, it doesn't matter if I lose. So you don't at all look at it in that way. You're trying to go and OCV your damn self if needed.
Yeah, I mean, for the NASR match, like, I mean, I didn't have my main character, so that's, I can kind of rely on Punk for that. But like against Giants the first time, I think me losing CRIMSON was a pivotal match. Like I put the blame on myself for that. I don't put it on Punk.
Okay, and you know, the last thing I'll ask you, and I'll ask it in a straightforward way, is Team Panda going to be our Season 4 Street Fighter League champions?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not unconfident.
Ladies and gentlemen, spoken like a true champion, none other than the Dark Lord, Alan's son.
It's always good to hear Nephew speak, because when we're around like the studio, I have to go like pry stuff out of him. But the fact that we have Rob TV holding it down on the interviews, getting a lot more personable with these guys works out. Talking about personable, but he pointed out that they're still aiming for the playoffs, which is a big point of contention here, because there's a lot of tying going on right now. We're on the verge of a 3-way tie in some instances, and we still have a 2-way tie. So there's a lot of fighting going on in between. Them having this set of mind going into the second half of the season, getting closer to the playoffs. I like that it was Nephew that gave us that insight, because it shows us that the team is getting closer together. But let's not forget about the Vodafone Giants.
Yes, please. Let's talk about them for a little bit. Vodafone Giants have had a very impressive record, still maintaining that top 3 position, currently at second, right above Panda through their current match record and game record, right? We always go for the tiebreakers by breaking down how many matches have been won, how many games have been won, to make sure the differentials are correct. I feel like right now, NASR sitting at the top. It is a goal to kind of strive for. They have a couple more weeks of play to get to that kind of similar record, whatnot. But as long as they maintain their top 4, which I think they are more than capable of doing so, that's all they really need to focus on, right, into the playoffs. Off the cameras, they are definitely hyping themselves up. Like, yo, you did well here. Yo, I thought your strategy was brilliant here. I think we should keep this strategy going, especially with like picking out the team format and which bans are going to happen. They really take it to heart as well. And one of the people I do want to hear about also is probably the most hyped one out of all of them. VEGAPATCH has been very vocal. In fact, Rob TV is with VEGAPATCH to talk about how Vodafone Giants have been doing thus far. Take a look.
I am here with one of the most hype, and I did not even know this guy was like this, one of the most hype players on all of Street Fighter League, the Fang specialist, VEGAPATCH. What's going on, bro? Bro. All right, one more time? What is that? Okay, we don't do that. One, I don't know why your pose is like this at the end. Like, I don't know if you like flexing. I don't know if he's about to backhand me. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna show you how we do it here, okay.
How you
Just
do it?
okay, but it don't end here, okay? Afterwards, we go, no, hell no. Okay, look, follow me, I got you. Bam, no. Now
Yeah.
curve it like that. Bro, what?
Yeah. What?
Like that.
Yeah.
You can put your thumb down though. All right, so let's do that, do it again. Oh, that's an improvement. It's an improvement. Yeah, you know.
Well, it's a slight improvement, man.
Yeah, in America, yeah, that's how a lot of us, at least the black folks, that's how we get down with it. So right now, the way you guys have been getting out, it's been back and forth for you. You know, you're 3-3. You started off 2-0. Since then, things have been a little bit rough for you guys, but it's not like you're not performing well. I mean, even in the last match, you guys went up against UYU, and you actually busted the jury out. How long have you been playing jury? I didn't even know who your secondary was.
Well, the jury was basically like at the end of season 1, at some of season 2.
Yeah.
I was like, Fang is not that good. I don't know what to do. So jury became the character I played on free plays and when I was bored.
With you coming into this, knowing the Titans that are going to be in this tournament, the names that are going to be in this tournament, did you have specifically a chip on your shoulder to show everyone exactly the significance of who VEGAPATCH is? A lot of us knew you already, but this level of play that you actually possess.
Well, the thing is that I didn't thought about it like by myself only.
Yeah.
I also saw it as I'm the first Spanish player
Yes.
on this, and I wanted to do well to show that we are a community that is trying to improve.
Yep.
And that's also one of the reasons Vodafone Giants came to this league, to prove that Spain is on the map
Yeah.
on Street Fighter and other games.
Yeah, you know, I'll tell you what, overall, this, of course, like I said, the way that you're playing has been amazing. And what surprised me too is your level of intensity. Where does that energy, that emotion come from? When you're playing, I guess you don't really subscribe to the theory of being zen and even kill.
Well, I think it has the same theory, has some good base in the sense that you should not distract yourself from the game.
Yeah.
Because if you're showing so much emotion, it takes you out of the game.
Yeah.
In a way. But also, that emotion, I think, can be used to motivate yourself and keep going.
Agree.
Because in this game, especially in this game,
Yeah.
you're never out until you lose.
Yep. Yeah.
So that's it, and you have to keep trying, and that emotion is what motivates it. If not, we will be robots.
Well, you know, I'm glad you just said that. If not, we'd be robots. Yes, facts. And you know, you actually have the king of robots on your team, that being INFEXIOUS. And right now, he needs you to be bringing the type of energy that you bring to the team, as right now you guys are actually at 3-3, right in the middle of the pack. I guess everyone is kind of in the middle of the pack outside of
NASR.
NASR is the only team. Literally every other team is just right there. Right now, how are you feeling about your chances with the matches you guys have left?
About the chances we have in this league, even before the league started,
Yeah.
we knew the teams. We were like, okay, every team is dangerous.
Yes.
Don't get overconfident because there's no weak team.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, like every team.
Everyone's stacked in their own way, like straight up. These teams are ridiculous.
Yeah, so you never know which team has your number. And that's one of the great things about this SFL, about this season of SFL, that you never know who might win, because even you were talking to Problem, even the playoffs, if you lose once,
It's over.
it's over. No, you were winning all the league. Oh, you were so ahead of the pack. Yep. One bad game doesn't count. So you're out.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely facts. And you know, what would it mean to you to become a Street Fighter League champion?
Well, it will mean a lot. We came here to try to get the win. It will mean basically the world. It will mean like putting us on the map and getting more opportunities, because right now in Spain it's hard.
Yeah.
I can tell you, it's extremely hard. And we want to prove that we are players that do the work. We prepare every day to get better. And here I am trying to prove that we can be a threat.
VEGAPATCH, clearly at this point, people can't make any excuses because we are offline, side by side, head to head. And I'll tell you what, VEGAPATCH, it's been nice sitting side by side with you right now and talking to you. You're a really cool dude, brother. And oh, okay, I was testing you. I did not know that you were gonna actually get it.
Gotcha.
You adapt. What the hell? You adapt really fast, and I can clearly see that's why you do so well in game. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been VEGAPATCH.
Nothing really out of the ordinary when it comes to Vodafone Giants, right? They have their eyes on the prize, keeping their mission in sight. One of the things that I am questionable about is their ban pick from their last interaction with Team Panda. They decided to ban Cammy and not actually utilize their bans appropriately, which brings me to my next question. Why did they decide to ban Poison this time around? I know you talked about them kind of thinking about like, all right, well, maybe to aim at Justin, but like, why wouldn't you go for the Karen then? Because you would also get 2-in-1. You would get Punk and Justin Wong, considering how Justin's been playing Karen.
Okay, so the only reason I said that was because I think it was just a pride thing. They weren't really aiming for anybody specifically.
Clearly not.
Personally,
Clearly
they
not.
weren't aiming for, but I think it's more, and even the Poison ban, right? I don't, maybe they thought Punk would possibly play Poison, but I honestly think this is something of the same strength. This is something like, yo, give us your best, is what they're saying. And I can see this being a thing. Mr. Crimson and Punk, they definitely do have a little mini rivalry going, and it's all in good sense of rivalry. But the fact that these guys are playing each other, maybe they want to go in and give each other 100% just to see if they can do it. But here we go. First match of Week 10, the team battle between Justin Wong and Mr. Crimson happens now. It's going to be Rose versus G, and the G from Mr. Crimson is nothing to sneeze at. You really got to be careful fighting him. But Justin's really been getting into his own, especially while playing this Rose and even going back and forth between this Karen.
Yeah, and we've been enjoying that Rose for quite some time, actually. Very lucky to see it. We've seen how he performed against the likes of Team NORDAVIND, playing that kind of keep away style. Found a lot of success with it. Let's see if it's going to find it. Oh, there could have been a opportunity to get him on the way down. Good call from Justin.
Ooh, big jump in with the heavy punch here. Gets to confirm with the dash punch. And now Justin is in this corner. Power of the earth. Justin says no. Takes a quick knockdown. And that V skill is really getting G out of some of these situations where Justin is trying to force. And just dealing with that projectile very well, too.
That's going to be fine for Justin, right? He's going to be building a ton of resources on him. Get that punish to get some of the chip damage if he's within range. The card too, kind of debuff G, get the shuffle going. I think the white card's up next. Maybe build yourself a little bit of meter. Yeah, does so. Try to get the shuffle.
And I feel like this pace works out so good for Justin. I feel like if we...
Oh, man, you just swung at her like that? He's like, come here.
EX dash punch, tries to go for the sweep, not in range. Mr. Crimson backing up just a bit. Activate off of the block sweep. Teleport. Or forward throw this time. A lot of gray life going here.
That's huge. And I say it's huge because, again, there could have been a critical art opportunity as well, building him at the very last second, maybe like Soul Spiral.
Oh, punish. Could have had something bigger, using the rest of that V trigger to get out, but now G has trigger raw activation. You got to be careful to jump back. Justin just making the chase happen,
my God.
And this is not
quick
dead.
Rise. Do not quick rise. Don't get grabbed either. He knew.
Oh, Justin got it, but he dropped it. Oh my God, there's 1 second left, but it runs out the clutch. The king of lame, Justin Wong, spins the meter, and look at what that did. Doesn't even have an EX bar on the side of G, and Justin going right back in.
Oh my God, that was so sick. Oh, you're actually gonna get high damage.
Woo,
so
Justin.
Well, I'm liking this from Justin. In full composure, full control right now. That was such a smart decision, too. We're still kind of taken aback by what just happened in that first round.
Oh, wow, what a read. Gets the dash punch, and Justin back to the corner. We've seen him work so well with his back to the wall.
Damn, that's so plus. Yo, give me that red card. Give him the penalty.
What do you mean? Oof.
Oh.
Okay, activate, needs to be careful. Crouch short, gets the dash punch confirmed right there. A lot of people are afraid of that throw. Some people are afraid of command throw. So it's always a guess versus G. Oh, wow. Put him under the hairdryer.
Oh, but it was a back throw. Trigger activation now. Get the side switch. Forcing the block against Mr. Crimson. Checking the lows, but no go. Justin Wong is jumping out of there. Crimson is still trying to chase him down. No more trigger left. It's going to be a lot harder now, but he does have 2 bars. He could do something pretty risky if he survives, which he won't.
CA put a scarf on him. It's getting cold outside. Hit him with the beam and send him home. First game is going to be Justin Wizzy
No real skill.
Swizzy.
It's Wizzy.
I think he's just used to people chasing him.
Yeah, yeah, but he don't know who he playing against.
People chasing.
You doll some of every
He
character.
don't know he playing.
That's facts. That's actually facts.
Remember all the regular dash punches, you can jab them. Besides the low one, you can medium punch always, like EX or non-EX. But the upper one, the light one, you can jab spiral.
EX I could do medium punch as well.
Yeah, all the EXs, yeah.
Justin getting a G refresher right now. And he's up a game right now versus Mr. Crimson. A G we saw earlier and just... Oh,
He absorbed twice.
oh, wow.
That's crazy.
That was actually crazy. How did he absorb
Card,
with that?
if the card gets absorbed with the V skill, the effects do not proc.
Ah, okay. I definitely didn't know that. Okay, this round looking a little better for Mr. Crimson. That standing
swiping the
heavy
scarf.
punch.
Imagine hitting it so hard that it like reverbs in her body. It's like, oh my god, I'm took damage.
Okay. Anti-air starting to come back to life for Justin here. Back still to the wall.
That's what I'm
EX
talking about.
spiral.
EX so spiral, and then EX
Wait
dash
a
firing
minute.
away from Mr. Crimson. Watch out for the throw. And I'm telling you, man, Justin Wong, if you do not get the meaties tight, he will throw you into this corner. And now you're about to take all of this pressure. No, I lied. It's so ambiguous as to when he wants to walk away, jump away, or sweep you. Oh my god, in full control right now, Justin Wizzy Wong.
Wow.
What side? Oh, it doesn't
Oh.
matter what your name is.
Okay, activate. Crouch short finds his mark again. Like I said, if you're Justin and you're fighting G, no matter who you are, even if you are Justin, you have to be weary of the trigger activation. And that time, the little shimmy works out in his favor. Walk back, command grab.
That was unnecessary. You already got the hit. Crouch, jab, counter hit. You could have, converted whatever you wanted to. But no, he was making a statement. That command grab from that far, he's like, I'm letting you know.
You want
no,
the
it's not
mental
a first-
damage.
I'm letting you know.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. Speaking of command grabs,
The roundhouse end is so good. It's so good, man. Now he understands. Justin Wong is willing to sit there. You better make it meaty with a command grab. Let's see if he can do it again.
yeah, he's at level 3 right now, so he's going to be able to get some really good connections here. But don't count out Justin just yet. Trigger on the table, but he is at level 3.
Maximum presidency, more
Out of the corner.
fireballs. Oh boy.
Sets the mind, jumps out, makes him hold it, teleports back to the other side.
That was
Justin,
disgusting.
not out of this yet. No trigger on the side of G. Tries to go for the absorb 2 times
He
there.
actually had the punish ready.
Justin almost had to confirm it.
Oh, it's gonna hit on top. Yes, sir. Just a regular dash punch to anti-air.
adaptation.
Very good call
Yeah.
from Mr. Crimson.
Thing you absorb a fireball, just the grab, the air grab, you just air grab every time because you can come down with a button. But if you do it twice in the air, when he don't absorb anything from like he did it twice there, you can just punish him on landing. If he don't absorb anything, he can't do any button.
Okay.
Man, I love the talking between Panda and Punk right now. I love them talking to each other, giving Justin the exact information he needs to deal with this pressure a little better. Justin taking that into account, dash up and hit a button in that absorb there.
Yeah, it was a little awkward too. He absorbed the soul punish, and I guess the option that Punk was telling Justin about was the soul bind, but still being able to press the button, that's better than nothing, right? Getting damage on the table is fine.
Man,
but this is tough, right? Presidentiality level gets the full command grab and the damage off of the wheel kick. Round. Okay, excuse me.
another one, yeah.
Excuse me. Let me fix myself.
Justin Tex. Oh, wow. Ready with the V-shift, V-skill this time. Excuse me.
Nice.
The raw sweep. I think he did that to Chase, and that's the only reason Justin probably got hit. Or maybe Justin was just standing there.
That was after Soul Spiral, wasn't that?
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah?
I think so, yeah. Pretty sure it was. I'm like, my eyes don't deceive me, right? I was like, wait, that was a punish.
Nice.
Oh, speaking of soul punish, yo, get that out of here. The dash punch in reaction by Mr. Crimson. Seeing the soul punish out there, he's not going to give that up for free. That space, another big punish on the soul spiral.
Mr. Crimson starting to get back control of this, and definitely with Justin's back to the wall, getting closer and closer with these crouching medium punches. We saw that second game and this first round of the third game. Command grabs aplenty. And it all started with that presidentiality level. gets to level 3 and really likes to go crazy.
There's the activation there from Justin Wong, the sweep into it, very standard. He's looking for a mix-up, but Mr. Crimson's not going to give it to him, absorbing a lot of the soul sparks that come his way with the V-skill, building a little bit of V-gauge himself, and still playing this game. Yeah, presidentiality levels there, but he wasn't ready for the mix-up. It's always going to be the same.
Oh, big damage from Justin. V-shift to get out of there. Justin doesn't take the bait and just walks out and get a little space. This round, second round, third game, looking a lot better. Not after that dash up EX jab, and trigger is on the table for G. Justin takes the throw, activation after the dash, grab, and goes straight for the command throw. He's not dead, though.
You okay?
Oh, yeah, he actually might be dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. I lied. Man, Justin is getting a lot better with that rolls. The G still just as strong, though. It's going to be 2-1 in favor of Mr. Crimson in that first set. But Justin looking sharp with the rolls. A couple of instances there where you saw some really good play. And if you look at what NEPHEW was doing a couple of weeks ago with that rolls, you could see a lot of the possibilities there. But these guys' play styles differ a lot, right?
Yeah,
like
right.
NEPHEW and Justin, they play completely different. And just what they apply for is going to be different because Justin likes to play back a little more, and you can see the NEPHEW can play very reactionary in a lot of these instances.
He'll play the
with
footsie
rolls,
games
right?
a little bit
He'll
more.
definitely
He'll
play
use
that
something like the
game.
roundhouse a lot more,
Yeah,
whether
that's
it's
true.
forward or backwards, right? Kind of throw out these normals to give himself that presence in the neutral. He does that way more often than Justin Wong does. His presence in the neutral is pretty much further out.
Yeah.
He's making those long distance calls all the time. He's telling you he misses you, but he really don't, right? He's already on the other side chick. But it's going to be pretty interesting to see how NEPHEW gets himself ready. Satsui no NEPHEW against VEGAPATCH coming up.
So VEGAPATCH, not the aim of the band here, right? And nobody likes fighting Fong. Nobody likes fighting Fong. So this is really going to be interesting.
They're probably just like, yo, he's better than you. Just try to random him out. That's your greatest strength. Something along the lines of that.
I wonder what kind of experience NEPHEW has versus a super powerful Fong. Like, one of the reasons we talk about people they don't like fighting this character is because how much experience you need to do well against the character, right?
He's definitely got more.
No, that's true. That's definitely true. But here we go. NEPHEW going up against VEGAPATCH.
See how this plays out. I feel like there's a good abundance, or not a abundance, what am I saying? A decent amount of Fong players. Few, but
Yeah.
a decent amount.
No, shout out to FGC Jesus as well, man. Another Fong player in the U.S. Ooh, gets the crush.
FGC.
Nice backdash.
Oh, yeah, man. Ooh, wow. Catches the prone stance with that one. Gets the hit. Life lead in favor of NEPHEW here. Wow.
I'm thinking to myself, how many times has he played off against Mono PR too?
Oh, wow. What a block.
Goodness.
Nice
Out of the corner, that's great. VEGAPATCH still has the wheel bender. That was sick.
That was cheap.
That was actually nasty. That stayed there forever.
Vanity step, EX back just to get out of there. NEPHEW needing a little space. Trigger 2, active for Fong.
Nice.
No trigger
Out of
at
there.
all. No trigger at all for Colleen.
No more of it.
Okay, gets the forward throw. Gonna need quite a few hits, and that trigger is still active. What a chase.
Plus frames afterwards, still trying to chase him down. Movement option was there for NEPHEW on defense. Only took a little bit of damage, but can't take a lot more of those. Can't take any more of those, really.
Yeah, he had to be really careful. That could have been dangerous if he had admitted to something big. Jumped out, though, if I'm not mistaken, so...
Oh, I want to stop. Yeah, he definitely can't take any sort of hits. Plus frames as well. He might be within range for an instant over if he does the coward crouch a little bit. Manage to get the coward crouch again. Maybe to the follow-up. Oh, that's within range too. Oh my God, he's still pressing buttons.
15
Threading
seconds
the
left
needle.
on the clock. Almost got the hit there with the hailstorm. 10 seconds left on the clock, and this is looking like a lame game.
Oh, that was a perfect time to set up the wheel bender too.
Gets the throw.
1, not enough.
Wow. Oh, wow. The throw wasn't enough. The timeout win for VEGAPATCH in his first round. And NEPHEW seems like he has an idea, but it is so hard for him to get in. Okay, gets the EX Parabellum confirmed. Got to get the Oki here. And a good corner push.
Nice.
Back tech and back throw. And
See, back dash,
once again, he's holding up and getting clipped by a lot of these Fong normals. You got to remember that prone attack.
Oh, he's waiting for NEPHEW to press the button. But he should know, man. Rio Benda is going to be stuffing that out no matter what. Oh, boy. Other side!
Oh, my gosh. Hits him with the sleeves. Vanity
that's going to hit! He can't go through it. Not enough in Volt. Oh, the hurt box from the back roundhouse is what caused that extra damage. Damn, VEGAPATCH is nice.
That font, bro, like I said, regardless of who it is, nobody likes to fight Fong. And VEGAPATCH is at a different level with this character. We don't get to see him often, but just the fact that we have one here in Street Fighter League, one of the lesser played characters, at this strength really does change the game. All right, here we go. Match number 2, Nephew in trouble. Panda in trouble. All right, back to the pressure we go.
Plus frames again, checking the movement. You saw Nephew take that option, only taking very little damage from the crouching short.
Go back to neutral, exactly.
And you hear Infectious. I couldn't hear if it was Infectious or Mr. Crimson, but they're saying go back.
I think it was Mr. Crimson.
Go back to neutral. You served your purpose. Go back to neutral.
Return to base. Oh, same side. Trying to make VEGAPATCH do something here, but choosing a defensive route when it comes to this V-trigger, and I like that. And I feel like that's one of the things you really have to do in this game. Oh, wow, and just getting hit a lot by this prone stance, and that poison is just adding up.
Nice. You see, you throw and you control the neutral, perfect.
But if the kicks come out, I might be in trouble. I might be in trouble just a little bit. Do you see the amount of control right now coming in from VEGAPATCH? It's like night and day. When it came to their first encounter, obviously Fong wasn't on the table. But once VEGAPATCH is fully unleashed, it really is night and day.
Take throw. This is set point here for VEGAPATCH. I like that backdash, but still gets thrown into the corner. Vanity step out of there. EX Hailstorm tries to get the throw.
That's the second time he's tried to chase down the anti-air option, but it's been Flappy Bird every single time out.
Like a leaf in the wind, bro. What was that? Fong, is that you?
Don't press, it's alright.
And just this lane game really does help out Fong, especially when the poison is there, because this is going to add up.
Yeah, which he hasn't been able to let loose, right? Because you can tell Nephew's just looking for any sort of activation from like the Panda, Q, V-Skill.
Beautiful.
Wow.
I don't know what he's going to do about it, honestly. He doesn't have any resources to traverse past it.
Activate trigger 2. This is not looking good. Forward, back throw, excuse me. Trigger still on the table. Looks for the EX. There's another forward throw. Nephew needs every sequence here to work out in his favor. Trigger is still there. There's the space. And this is going to be tough to get back in now.
Oh, that actually hits, and that actually hurts. Oh, my Lord. Panda still on the screen. Oh, my God, ducking past it. 8.
Nice. And the check with the jab, constantly checking Nephew to be sure that he wasn't going to hit any buttons in between that pressure. And a lot of the times, if you go back and look at that match, Nephew was hitting buttons after that prone stance kick. You should not be messing with that. And on top of that, when he was holding up, it was just resetting him back into these situations. Ate a lot of damage from the poison shots as well. And it's just really easy to go downhill. And you see how a character like that can really kind of slow down the pace of the game. Nephew is really good at being like, all right, I got trigger. You're going to have to think about if I'm going to throw you. You're going to have to react to EX Hailstorms. And with Fong, that didn't seem to be a problem at all. You put him in the corner, he Flappy Birds out. You put him on the ground, he could steal EX Dash out. His V reversal meant to get him out of situations like that. Didn't even see it that much, but it was more about a lot of those trades that Fong had in his control. And now you have not one, but 2 members of the Giants waiting in the wings if Punk can make it through Infectious, a full-powered Infectious. Man, this is tough. And this is for the tie. This is actually for the tie here. So if nothing happens, Vodafone Giants will go into a confident second place here and push Panda down to 3rd. And I can promise you right now, when you're this close to the finals, when you're this close to the playoffs, you don't want to be there.
But this is going to be interesting, right? This is the first time they actually encountered each other, Punk versus Infectious. By the way, that is pretty much like a dream matchup for a lot of the folks that are fans of Street Fighter 5. We get to see this here in Street Fighter League, but this is the first time, again, between Vodafone Giants and Panda that these two are playing against each other at max capacity. Punk's patented Guardian going up against the robot, Infectious, and Zeku.
100% power for both of these guys right here.
It's so sick, man.
It's actually ridiculous, man. You don't find better matches than this. You know what I'm about to say. I dare you to find me better Street Fighter, bro. Think these matches just fall out of the sky? No, they don't.
Over here they do.
I mean, over here they do because, you know, they got off a plane, so technically they did. But crouching medium punch just to give the chase, activate off of the sweep, and Punk has lost more than half life with a little gray on the life bar as well. Back throw to get something started? No.
This is huge. Yeah, he's just going to let go of that pressure after the back throw because Karen could not get any sort of Oki after that, especially outside of the corner. So he's just going to reset back to neutral, a game that he excels at. He's looking for these low medium kicks to face off against Zeku. Zeku does have some pretty lengthy normals to move himself forward, get these counter pokes going. But Punk is more than suitable to take down that strategy.
These pokes, and you can see right here.
Overcommitment! That's huge! You're actually going to be dead.
Yes!
Infectious just really content with getting small pokes and making sure Punk respects the neutral game.
Was that an attempted frame trap, though, from Punk? I mean, like, I don't know how much respect was being shown there, technically, because he was trying to make sure, or trying to keep Infectious blocking. If you pressed the button during that Gudenken string, you would have been cleared.
Back heavy punch there. Recognizes that it was blocked and just uses the ground to get out of the corner. Tries to go for a dash. I'm not sure what that was.
He missed the confirm. Just absolutely missed the confirm.
Needs to be careful, man. Infectious is so good at just playing the slow-paced game. Finally gets a sweep. Second one blocked, but gives Punk a chance to activate. Gurinkin goes for the low into the corner.
Oh, you saw the stutter step, but still getting checked by the dash. Ugh, Punk not letting anything fly. Even after he got checked for trying to do a stutter step forward, Infectious, after the lights, tried to steal a turn after.
And did you see that? He switches and Punk instantly jumps. Even though, you know, Young Zeku does have anti-airs, they're a lot harder to get, especially when people are doing these unexpected jump-ins. It's all about the angle.
Yes, sir.
Oh, air target combo.
Yeah, where Karen kind of falls short by the wayside when it comes to anti-airs with those sharp angles, she could really just go air to air and get these target combos, put her in a very great position for Oki, and now it's going to be all she wrote. EX Orochi, Blue Gen, EX Rasengan.
It's alright.
You already know the deal.
He's really active on the crouching medium kick, especially when you press him, when you press a button on it, for example, like NL. So maybe button into heavy kick.
Dude, he just likes to walk forward a lot. It's like that Daigo with him.
Yeah, he just hasn't really earned that yet, though. I feel like you gotta earn those.
Okay, it's the palm, knockdown.
Yes, going right into it, you see Infectious kind of going into the Young Zeku mode a lot more often than not, which is kind of interesting because majority of the matches he's played, he's settled for old Zeku.
Nice.
This is the first time we've seen him actually take it down to a brawl fest, if you will, just like a pure fist fight.
I think it's because of the normals, right? Crouching medium punch, the target as well, and just being able to walk around a little bit more because Karen has a very intimidating walk speed, especially somebody like Punk. Stand light kick once again, finally gets the bait,
and he did it again.
Side switch, you should be dead.
Same side?
No.
Not quite.
One hit from Punk can actually close this out. Trigger runs out. Full trigger on the side of Zeku. Those stand light kicks.
Oh!
No!
Just a little bit of scramble there. Get it to the other side. Punk thought he was at liberty to walk up into Zeku's face, but no, sir. Target detected. He shot his laser beams right at the shoulder.
Stand light kick. Very neutral heavy game here. You can see Infection trying to get to this range and where Punk doesn't have any influence, but Punk instantly knows. He's got a tape measure out, a digital tape measure out to understand the spacing for all of his moves and all of his strings. Another round. Let me get some meter on top of it. Spend it. No, just goes for the meter instead. What is he doing?
It's fine. He's got so much life left ahead of him. But Zeku deals damage like a truck.
I was about to say, I don't like to do that.
A bit more standing medium kick, maybe buffer, crouching medium punch if you are young. Yeah.
Mr. CRIMSON telling him to go on for more of that stand medium kick and instantly goes to Young Zeku. So I'm really feeling like this is a matchup situation here.
Makes sense. What old Zeku can't do in the neutral, I guess, is contest these normals, but he does have Graham.
Yeah. He has Graham, but you have to remember the commitment for it, right? If you're doing a ground Graham and you jump, you're getting hit, right?
Yeah, you treat it like a fireball, essentially. Oh, that's huge. Oh, and the counter hit damage is going to be ridiculous with the amount of bar that he has. Yeah. Oh, boy.
Yes, for the game.
Look at that, she's bleeding, and the stun is coming.
Oh, wow, the back throw gets the stun. Big damage on the table. Trigger as well. Spend it.
Gonna be dead
wow,
yet.
2
Nice.
combos.
Vamos.
2 combos,
Great
bro.
bait.
Big counter hit damage to
1-1.
Zeku. You said this before we even got to the match.
Plus crunching medium kick costs you a lot of health.
So much damage.
Golly. I went to back throw stun. That's what? I got so lucky I dropped the combo. Alrighty.
Let's play your game. Let's play your game.
Absolutely right. Punk acknowledging his mistakes there, dropping a very critical combo in the corner, allowing all that momentum towards Zeku. Exactly what you don't want to do in any circumstance, really. But just the fact that it's
Knockdown.
Zeku, it's so much worse.
Oh. Yo, Justin telling Punk to just play his game and working on a stun right now with a full light bar. Stand medium kick stun still there, not blocking the dome. Computers don't have head. That's why they don't have a head, so that's why he got hit by that overhead like that, bro. You don't even know what that is. Overhead does not compute. Got hit.
Head does just not compute. Nothing goes over me.
Now you gotta say it in the infectious voice. You gotta say it.
Nothing goes over me. Look at all the mediums just firing away from Punk, right? Just trying to occupy that space. Then the medium kick comes out, and still, Infectious still trying to make his way through the minefield of normals.
To the fire. Oh, standing heavy kick, moves him forward a little bit as well.
Nice.
Crouching medium kick, you see the pace slowing down a bit more in Zeku's favor. Infectious going back into this range, double standing roundhouse, gets the hit into target shoulder. And the switch, man, keep the damage though.
I'm telling you, Steve, he's got one more of those bad boys in him too with the trigger. Oh, boy.
Speaking of, uh-oh.
Vamos!
Oh, wow, and Punk's in trouble. The situation came when he got the trigger, had the opportunity, just scuffles it a little bit, and Zeku takes the round. This is set point for Team Vodafone Giants.
After that activation, what was that sweep though? That's what
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. May have just been nerves. Back throw from young Zeku, V reversal in the corner. Early V reversal means it's going to push back the activation of a trigger, give a little more neutral space to play. And I feel like this really helps out Infectious and this young Zeku. Looking for something big there, that crouch jab.
Dang, how many of these is gonna block?
I mean, yo, it's a lot of gray life up there. You need to be careful.
Oh, my.
Oh, and that's exactly what I was talking
Oh,
about.
the counter hit, but he didn't convert into it. That would have been huge. That would have been a great momentum.
Vamos, vamos.
Here comes
And trigger.
Infectious.
Oh, wow. Oh, back throw, stun is there. Gets the go, gets the hit. You gotta spin. Oh no, you were supposed to do super. What do you do? No.
He definitely would have got it.
No!
He still got it. Oh,
Almost.
I'm gonna tell you right
Well
now.
played.
Go check the tapes. When Punk asks you what clutch is,
You can
just put his picture in the dictionary, bro. Just put his picture in the dictionary, bro. My heart is beating so
Well
fast.
played.
Oh my
I was so
God.
scared.
He gave, in fact, even Justin was like, I was so scared. I was scared. I ain't even playing the damn game. I was like, bro, why did you do CA? He was like, because I didn't need it, Steve.
I didn't think it was going to get.
I ain't. Wow. That was the first match. He's
Please
got two
don't fall
more.
over, Steve. I got you. It's going to be fine. Don't fall over.
Bring me back. Bring me back.
Over.
Why? That was the first match. If Panda wants to win this team battle, they have to take out a full power VEGAPATCH right now.
Mr. Crimson's up next, though.
But listen, guys. Shh. Everybody, please let me finish. Please let me finish.
Hurry up,
He
Steve.
has a lot of G experience. That's all I'm saying. Thanks for letting me finish, guys. Punk has a lot of G experience.
I wonder from who?
Smuggles.
You don't say.
Duff, the mayor of Duff City, also paid us a little visitor for Street Fighter League.
Yes, sir.
But here we go. This is another stepping stone that Punk needs to overcome.
Oh, slightly misstepped on the execution for the Just Frame Tenko.
But I will say, one of the things that will have to happen here, I will give the advantage to, say, the fact that Punk has a lot of experience. However, you can't take out the mental aspect of the fact that these guys have played each other before, they've beat each other before, and this win is important.
You see there the fireball game right in the corner, just keeping Punk contained as much as possible. And there's a sweep activation into trigger. Backing away, V-shifts first, and backdashes just to reset into neutral. It's going to be pretty imperative. Pretty imperative for Mr. Crimson to maintain the momentum. But you can't throw a fireball for free as long as Karen has meter. We've seen that done before.
Sticks the jab out there just to make sure Karen's not coming back in with the rest of that V trigger. Oh, wow, tries to scout the jump and needs to be really careful. Gets the EX dash punch, not dead, but the situation, wow, uses the V-shift. Crouch and medium punch hits, but the jump in finds its mark. Lots of meter for Punk, though. A forward throw.
Yeah.
Clean hit combo right here. Stand and medium kick. Punk getting a little too anxious right there. That stand medium kick is one of the best tools G has, in my personal opinion. Gives you good activation, gets you close enough, and they have to respect it.
True. Very, very true. And you knew when Mr. Crimson got thrown, he was so relieved to take that. He's like, man, oh my God!
The stand light kick buffer. Oh, and the medium punch as well. This is not looking good. Mr. Crimson working on a full bar and gets the stun that you're actually dead. And full resources at that?
Perfect.
Damn! Ooh, you heard VEGAPATCH hit it with the perfect.
Yeah, just gotta avoid it.
I just think you should just, when on his defense, just commit to just one thing.
Urian's at the top. He's chilling. This is his nightclub. His underground fight club, I should say.
Right, with a bear in it. I don't know how these people are so calm.
I wonder if there's any lore behind that bear. Is that the same bear that Zangief SPD'd on?
I don't know.
That's where he found out how to do, like, you know, the spinning pile driver? That's the same bear? Oh my God.
I'm just saying, man.
You knocked him on his head so much and he thinks he's a person? That's crazy.
He's got a scar on his face. He's walking around this bar.
Oh, he's grabbing a gun.
Bear, no! It's not that kind of street fight, Bear.
Nice.
Oh, the crouching jabs. No, he's security. He's security bear today.
Oh, security bear? Forward throw. Oh, G is made for these kind of comebacks. Don't get scooped. You cannot get scooped.
Dash up twice, and you saw the startup of something. Jabs firing away, rapid fire. Punk. Oh my God! You're gonna let him walk up to you in your house? He's not even taking shoes off. He's not taking them off. He's putting dirt everywhere.
Why?
On your name, on your family's crest, the whole thing. Oh my God!
Why?
He got
What just happened right
He
there?
got stuck, Steve. He looked at him and he got stuck. He is in traffic on the 405. He is stuck.
I don't understand what happened right there. Did Punk have the resources to end this round?
I can't tell if that's a rhetorical question, Steve, because he definitely did.
Okay, that's all I wanted to be sure. That was not rhetorical. It was rhetorical.
Okay.
But I wanted the confirmation so that I am not crazy.
Okay. All right. Hey, if anything, we can go to the loony bin together, bro. I got you.
Oh my God, this is going downhill, and Panda is looking like they're in trouble right now. EX was sent how to stop the command throw, gets the sweep out of the corner. No, just double dash up, back throw you to the corner. Punk looking alive now. Dash up, didn't take the confirm, plenty of trigger left, and I think Punk wants to get in one of these kill situations with the rest of this trigger, but you got to be careful. Resources on the table, stand, medium kick, activate is coming up. I'm telling you right now, checks it.
Stunning the bar a good amount, that's fine. I mean, like, the critical art wasn't going to kill, so I guess pushing to the corner, I get it. But
look for the dash punch and watch your legs. Not going to use it. Okay.
You see the huge sigh of relief coming in from Punk. Well, you couldn't, but at the same time, he was pumping his chest up. He was like, thank God I got rid of that round because of how dangerous G was in that very moment, right? Fully loaded in kill condition or kill position, I should say.
Yeah, it was definitely a dire situation. Stand heavy kick. Harassing with that crouching medium punch, and you can see right now Mr. Crimson trying to get into that range. Yep, with that stand light kick, buffer is going to come out again. He's got full meter. If I'm Punk, I'm not trying to get hit at all. I'm not trying to get hit at all. This is the third round set point. Set point for the Vodafone Giants. Whiffs a throw, is going to get a full confirm. Drops the combo, though. And those are the kind of crispy things you need to close out versus Punk because stuff like this happens. Look at the series, tries to jump, checks the legs.
All the way down, he's going for the V-skill. Stun is imminent. That is a very important tech. You talked about that activation from medium kick. You see the movement being checked against Punk.
Oh my God,
what happens when you just sit there? The command grab comes in full effect. If he does this at least one more time with critical art and check, especially now, back in that kill position. Hold a minute.
Oh my God, Punk! Punk.
Not over yet.
Oh, goes for the throw. It whiffs. Another hit. The sweep. He tried to walk back. Oh, my God. This dude, Punk, is trying to ascend right now. He is trying to ascend to the heights of the name of the Alpha right now. Yo, damn. One more game, and Panda swings the things in their favor, and you know they want this. Punk putting it all on his back. Pandas,
big opener
look,
right now,
Pandas
too.
can weigh up to 1,000 pounds if I'm not mistaken, bro.
All
And
they
you
do
got
is
two
eat
extra.
bamboos
All they
and
do
sleep.
is eat bamboo. They got battles with the bamboo. Shoutouts to Panda. You know my man Punk is stronger. If he got two pandas on his back, wait a minute.
Mr. Crimson is still not taking this lane down, though. Look at this right now. The rebuttal going into this corner. Another counter hit. A slight hezzy into the pump fake. You saw the meaty punch hit, counter hit. There is going to be a throw incoming that will kill. It's a matter of what happens afterwards. You saw it. The counter hit. There was a tick throw attempt from Mr. Crimson. Fact of the matter is there was a counter hit first. So Punk staying alive now. Forward throw while in V-trigger. Do not count Mr. Crimson out yet. Critical art might be a thing for the chip.
Gets the forward throw.
We're going to see an activation.
Oh, snap. This is bad. Oh,
he found the gap.
Punk. Speed! That's gonna be that first round of this last game. Goes to Mr. Crimson. You see G snapping it out.
That is pivotal.
You see him snapping it out.
Do you see how much meter is on below the president of the world right now? Critical art is going to be a huge problem if he gets any sort of confirm. That's going to be big damage. That's going to be corner carry. That's going to be pressure in the corner. It's all about Punk now in this neutral. Does get the crush, spending the bar early. Orochi for the damage now. Forward throw back to neutral. Come chase this.
Oh, anti-air, tries to check the legs. Mr. Crimson, with the life deficit, gets the crouching medium punch, EX dash, V-shift, doesn't left V-shift break rock. There's that crouching medium punch, so much range. What a whiff punish with the standing heavy punch. Back to the corner you go. First time we've seen Punk go for the side switch so readily, and this should be the round. You better spend it. Scared money, don't make no money. That is another round. This is set point for Punk, and you can see it on his face.
You can see how much Mr. Crimson does not want to be in this corner a lot more than others. He doesn't even want to play. He doesn't even want to play it out by sitting down. The first time we saw that side switch from Punk ever in this set,
he rarely doesn't do that.
Times to do so.
Anti-air has to hold the projectile after it. I like the choice of Mr. Crimson. Give me more. Dash up, not reacting to some of these dashes. Punk starting to take notice, gets the forward throw. This round,
hard to. It's so hard to. After the standing heavy punch, if you go for the Orochi, the trade happens, it's hella damage.
The confirms, gets the V skill, gonna give him a little bar on top of that. I like what Punk is going for.
On
the
the other
jump
side,
out with the
back dash out of the command grab.
This dude, Punk, back in there again. But you can't count me out. You know the activation is coming, and there it is. And this can turn for the worst with a command grab.
Oh my God!
Oh no. Oh no, lots of meter. Another
if a grab
hit.
happens, the stun is going to be it. That's it!
Vamos!
Mr. Crimson is going to take it out over Team Panda. You've been hit by, you've been struck by a smooth criminal.
Damn, do you want to build a snowman though? And look at the embrace, the Vodafone Giants. The Vodafone Giants takes it over Panda. And man, this dude Punk was playing out of his mind though. I ain't gonna even stunt. And you can when we talk about the mental stack being a real thing, this is exactly what we're talking about. You have two other members behind you, and this is not a slight to anybody. You have two other members behind you that are there to kind of pick that up, right? To be like, look, we need to have that back and forth. You need to have that balance, so to speak. But the fact that Punk was the last one carrying these two big-ass pandas, it's not an easy thing. I mean, and you're fighting giants, you're carrying pandas, you're fighting giants. What do you expect to happen? I'm just saying, it sounds like a fairy tale. But the fairy tale is...
The pandas versus giants?
The fairy tale is that the Vodafone Giants secure their second place lead here in Week 10 of Street Fighter League. Damn! Find me better Street Fighter, though. This is the mental stack. I'm going to tell you right now. You get anybody that plays Street Fighter and you put them in this situation, half of the time they're not even going to be able to keep that mental up for a match, let alone playing a full team of heavy hitters, international Street Fighter talent best in the world and be able to keep your wits about you. It's one of the hardest things in the world. I'm telling you, it's the competition, man. It's like chess, it's like sports. It goes right into video games, into fighting games, especially in this situation.
The mental stack is something so important to talk about, right? There's just so much that goes into it. You can be the best in the world, but when you fight off against international talent of this level, it really adds that kind of pressure. It happens to NL. We've heard it in that interview. It happened to Punk just now. In fact, he still had to play through VEGAPATCH with that unknown variable, Fong, right? I say unknown, but at the same time, it's that very difficult variable to solve. It's like, man, Fong has always been a problem right now, but Punk having to go through Mr. Crimson first, the man who took him down over at Red Bull Kumite London. That mental stack adds up. It's like, yo, I cannot take another L to him. I lost to him in the first encounter in week number 3, and then he falls short again with a depowered Mr. Crimson with a G. Come on, man. Come on.
It's hard out here. It's hard.
I can't say his line, but I'm expressing it. Okay? I dare you to do what he said.
Do it. Tell him.
I dare you to find better Street Fighter. I dare you.
I dare you. I dare you.
Oh my God, just the storyline.
I dare you.
Let's get into it, right? Let's get into it. We got to hear from the dudes over at Vodafone Giants. We have to thank Astro as well with the A40 headsets. If the headset ain't Astro, I don't trust you. You got to check out the panel down below as we get into this interview with Rob TV and Mr. Crimson. Woo!
Yo, oh my goodness. Listen, one of the hardest things to do in the FGC is to gain respect. Because you know what, Crimson, I'm sure you're well aware, there can always be an excuse. People can say, oh, it's online. Oh, he only beat him one time. Oh, it was cold in the room. But in this case, time and time again, we are seeing you come out on top. We've seen you beat Adam at Kumite and in the exhibition. We've seen you beat Punk the last 3 straight times y'all have played all offline, bro. Crimson, what's going through your mind right now?
Like, I'm just really happy. I can just thank the people who trained me. I'm so proud of my teammates. Those guys are incredible. We practiced for this. We execute the plan. The goal was to ban Poison. That was a weird ban, we know, but that was our plan and everything gone good. So.
What's the theory? Yeah, look, I gotta keep it a buck here. If I'm gonna be honest about everybody else, I gotta be honest about myself. I thought you guys were out of your mind banning the Poison. I say you just gonna let Dark Neph, the one and only the Sith Lord, you're just gonna let him rock as if he's not who he is? But clearly, you guys were confident that, I don't know if it was specifically VEGAPATCH. You see VEGAPATCH just smacked his chest with that. Yo, my man looked amazing versus Neph. What was the theory letting the Colleen rock?
Actually, Colleen is not a matchup who scared us that much because we can practice. Even if our Colleen are way weaker than like the Colleen of NEPHEW, it's still enough to get a good idea of the matchup and what you're gonna do against Colleen. And also, they don't have that much Punk, I think, to practice. So we was confident sending VEGAPATCH against NEPHEW, yeah.
Okay, and you know, the last thing I'll ask, right now for yourself, you know, where would you rank yourself? Like, do you think that you are among the elite players in the world? You're qualified for Capcom Cup. You won Red Bull Kumite. Then you came out here, this is offline stuff, and you're smashing people again. Are you one of the best players in the world?
It's complicated. I hear a lot of things about who's the best French, who's the best Dalsim, who's the best whatever. I try to be the best I can be, and I don't care about others.
Listen, he's just trying to be the best that he can be, and clearly it's more than enough to put on amazing performances for everyone. You hear people clapping in the background. He has the respect, the adulation of all of his peers. Ladies and gentlemen, an amazing performance from the Vodafone Giants, and the action does not stop here, as after this, we are going to have Team UYU going up against Team NASR.
Welcome back, Street Fighter League. What a team battle to start it off. We just got to the other side, the other half of the season, where the regular bans are no longer effective. That means you can't ban the same character and still delivering some of the best Street Fighter I've seen in quite a long time. But that is only half of the battle. Knowing's the other half. We have NASR versus UYU coming up. NASR going with the Rashid ban this time around. ANGRYBIRD going to be up first. NASR last season's champs looking just as strong as ever. Still in championship form, if you ask me. 6-1 here. The entire team is unbannable.
Yes,
you actually
let's talk about that, right?
on the team.
Again, ANGRYBIRD has a Zeku and a Seth. Big Bird has a very
Ken.
prominent Rashid and Ken. Problem X rocking that Bison a lot of the times being the target of these bans because he's the new cat on the block and is deemed, I guess, the biggest threat. But at the same time, it's like he also has Honda. We've seen his work with Alex of all characters, my guy. NASR has been at the top for the entirety of the season, 6-1. You can't doubt that. They're one of the best to ever do it right now, and they're looking to do so again in repeated seasons. UIU finally getting some win beneath their sails, right? They got 2 Ws against some pretty big Ws also. Last time they fought, it was against the Vodafone Giants, who just took down one of the more dominant teams in the league. By transitive property, does that make them better than Panda? Maybe not. But I'll tell you what, that win is very imperative for the momentum going into this matchup.
It's really important. In all honesty, I know UIU. I was talking to Oil King, and Oil King even said it. He was just like, yo, like, they want to keep getting these victories. They want it to play out in their favor so they can at least make those playoffs. And honestly, I would love to see it, man. I gotta say, UIU is definitely one of my favorite teams here. I can't even like shake. I couldn't even pretend to say that. Just the fact that they have like a player like NL who's currently coming into his own. I love the story. Oil King returning back for another season, and Kami as well. I was talking to
with Akira, by the way.
With Akira, by the way. These are competitive people, and our next match is going to be a doozy. We're gonna have Angry Bird going up against Kami. But before we get there, I believe Hollywood Rob TV has an interview with none other than Problem X.
One of the most interesting things with the FGC is debating. We love to debate who's better, this person or that person. What means, well, you know something that you can't debate? You can't really argue about numbers. That's pretty much as factual as it gets. And when it comes to that, it has been clear that this person that's with me right now, the 2018 EVO champ, has been the best player on Street Fighter League up to this point. How does it feel even hearing that right now, Problem, and performing this way?
Nah, it feels amazing. I mean,
would you agree?
Would that have been the best player on Street Fighter?
Yeah.
I'd say one of. I don't know all the numbers. I think Big Bird's been exceptional.
You have the best win-loss.
Oh, really? Oh, I actually didn't know that.
Yeah.
But I mean, if that's the case, that's the case. But yeah, I mean, it feels great. It's also what I'm happy about is that it's not been predominantly Bison.
Yeah.
So, you know, my second alternates are here to play. So yeah, that's what I'm really happy about.
Bro, you talk about your alternates, man, like it makes me so excited seeing the Alex. Like if it was like the Honda, which of course you putting in work with the Honda too, but you know, I have no respect for you for using Honda. Like, you know, you might as well have lost those games to me. But I've never seen Alex to this level. So you pretty much have to be to some degree creating it from scratch right now. Like, you know, what's your process with Alex right now?
Yeah, I mean, I did play him in season 1. Originally, that was actually my...
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I played him in season 1, yeah. But then I put him down for like 4 seasons because he was trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, couldn't win anything.
Yeah.
But then I was like, you know what, he's been getting a few buffs over the few patches. Let me see what's up. And especially also being able to play on the PC format.
Yeah.
Crouch and medium kick hit confirms to V trigger 2
busted.
Is a very big game changer. Apart from the fact they still got to be standing. But
bro, don't say, I was hoping you did not say that, bro. And I hate that I have to address this because we're on camera, but that's so dumb. If that hit crouching opponents, you know how broken that'd be?
Yeah, no, but I'm not saying on crouching opponents you should get the same DDT with Oki. You should get a move.
Nothing.
You should get a move.
No.
I shouldn't be punished for hit confirming.
No,
I get
you
punished.
You didn't stand
stand confirm. Like, I shouldn't get punished. It's a V trigger. If it was an EX move, I'd let you. It's a V trigger. I shouldn't get punished.
Why you say it's a V trigger?
Yeah, because it's a V trigger. I shouldn't get punished.
Yeah, that's a little different.
Yeah, I shouldn't get punished. No way.
Okay, well, you know, bro, like, as far as the way that you approach this, man, like, I feel like outside of, I would say you and Team Vodafone Giants, like, have had the most similar mentality. I don't know if you thought or made that connection, but a lot of people have been more, I don't want to say friendly, because that'd make it sound like you haven't been, because you have been, I guess, but when it comes to the competition side of things, though, you've been extremely cutthroat, I would say, you know? Have you noticed that as well, and, you know, are you conscious of that?
No, I mean, that's just how it's a serious event
it
here,
is.
You know? It's been
what's the line you said last week?
Yeah, I don't play games when I'm playing games.
Facts.
That's my moral mentality to the whole gaming process. Yeah, for me, you know, it's serious, plus it's team.
Yeah.
You know, so if I don't perform, I'm not just letting myself down, which you know, I can deal with that myself. But others have put trust in me. There's been many other players who probably would have, loved to have been in my position on a team in Street Fighter League, the biggest team tournament in Street Fighter history. So, yeah, but I like that. As I said, it's a war, and I like the war. I like that. I like this sort of environment where you have to do what you're here to do now. No more chit chat, no more theory fighting.
Yes.
All of that is plug in, play, and let's see what's up.
Okay, so there's something that I feel like you're shutting down all the talk. That gotta feel a certain way to you, man. Like you. Outside of just like, I'm winning, I'm doing good for my team, and we individually in your soul, where are you at?
Yeah, because I said at the beginning when we spoke earlier that I don't want to get like backpacked on the team.
Yeah, that's facts.
I want to be the reason or part of the reason why we're getting the victories.
Yeah.
So no one could be like, oh, he's only getting this because he's with these guys or whatever. But also I know what I can do.
Yeah.
So when I have a discussion with anybody and they want to place, A, B, and C above me or whatnot, that's fine because everyone's entitled to their opinion. But I know in my head, when I say something, I feel what I'm saying.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
The best way to express it is in the game. And when I'm able to do that, because it doesn't always go your way, but when it does and you're able to show, look, this is what I can do, it does feel a different type of good than just winning.
You know what I'm saying? People, men like Problem X, hide all the painting and you got them. What's up? Big man thing, get it?
And that is what I like to see. I mean, in all honesty, it's a very simple plan. You go in, you handle business. And I've talked to Problem X a couple of times about his choices and just being here, saying that, he wants to give people the show. He is definitely a part of the show, but his characters are so strong. Like him having an alternative, and that's better,
multiple,
right? Like having like multiple alternatives in this situation for Street Fighter League, just a Street Fighter in general, let you know why he is an Evo champion. Because I can tell you right now, that is not easy.
So UIU is in a very interesting position, right? Kind of flipping the coin. NASR in Season 3 had a rocky start in the first half and started to accumulate more and more wins, getting themselves into that number 4 spot and ended up taking the whole season, right? UIU is now getting a few W's, right? They have 2 under their belt right now with plenty more games to play still. They have that chance. They see their objective and are looking towards it. With NL by the wayside as well, you have Oil King being a seasoned vet. You have Kami being a seasoned vet. You have NL no longer being targeted for those bans. The second time around, majority of the matches he's played, everybody's like, no, Cammy, out of the picture. We don't want that. I wonder if he's still feeling that kind of pressure with the amount of talks he's had with his team thus far and getting that last win, that imperative win over Vodafone Giants. And I do believe Hollywood Rob TV is with NL now to get that interview with Team UIU.
We are here with the man of the hour. Last week, we just witnessed this man go in OCV squad all by his lonely. My guy, NL, what's going on, brother?
Oh, good.
NL, as far as your name, I don't think you've ever told me exactly like where does your name come from? Where is NL? I know your name is Gun, so it's not from that.
There's no meaning before, but now many people say never lose, no limit, next level. Some things like me. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. You're like a no limit soldier, pretty much. You would say.
I hope.
Okay, so right now, as far as I alluded to already, you got a very important win just now.
Yeah.
You guys were 1-4. You pushed it to 2-4. There's a whole lot of teams that have 2 wins as well right now, or 3 wins. So you are perfectly, right there in the mix. Where's your guys' confidence level at right now when it comes to these upcoming teams? Do you feel like now you're rolling and you're about to put, just put people on notice?
My Cammy, even I play Cammy on 2 times lose, so I feel pressure. But after winning, I got confident. Really, my confidence is team confidence. So
maybe everything.
Huh? Our results more better. I solved.
Okay, I mean, clearly you're solving a whole lot of problems, and I wonder before you got into the FGC, right?
Yeah.
Like. What was the life of NL like? Like, what did you do for like a profession? And if you weren't doing fighting games, what would you be doing instead?
I was play KOF 98 as a streamer.
Oh, really?
As a streamer, I'm.
So not like tournaments per se.
Yeah, not like tournament. But there's only online match after KOF 98. I try release Street Fighter 5.
Yeah.
I really like this now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you at that point, were you already trying to become a pro gamer, or were you just doing it for fun?
Watching CPT.
Yeah.
So I really like being this.
Yeah.
Do this. I want to do this.
Yeah.
So I try. Fortunately, I can.
Okay,
Yeah.
and you know, one of the reasons you're able to do that right now is because you've earned your way onto an amazing team like UYU, who you're out here representing beautifully. But I have to at least ask you, you know, just how good is NL in his mind? In comparison to the competition here, would you say that you're one of the best players out of all of these great players here?
Yeah. Or you can always say, I'm best.
Yeah,
I'm best. But I don't think so, but I hope I become. Or you can trust me.
Yeah.
So I want to be best player in this game. We have only four games, maybe. I'll beat them.
But you know, it's turned, you know, I feel like you guys have turned around tremendously. And I'll tell you what, from this point on, if this guy can be this amazing at the game and this humble, all of y'all who beat Big Hollywood and ranked here and there, please stop tweeting me, because these guys are freaking diamond ranks and they're talking trash, and you're one of the best players on earth and you're keeping it humble. NL, that is why we all love you, and I can't wait to see what happens in your next matches. Ladies and gentlemen, NL.
And that's just the kind of pressure you could experience at Street Fighter League, right? That pressure brought upon himself, not even his teammates, just the surrounding aura of the professional players. So again, it's going to be kind of tough to see how he's going to ascend back into how he's usually performing, right? We've seen what he's done throughout this season of CPT. I want to see him fully unleashed, and I think with this second round robin, it's going to give him the potential to do so.
Hey, honestly, I'm all in on UIU. I told you they were one of my favorite teams just in general, and Sons of the First Tribe drop. You guys are getting the first look at it right now. You can see Tommy rocking that Akira Toriyama special, man. So first off, make sure you guys get yourself your very own UIU merch. And on top of that, let them know I sent you, because they definitely got some of the coolest merch in the game, if you ask me. In all honesty, I wear a bunch of the UIU merch. But here we go. I know Angry Bird don't care about none of that, because he's going up against Kami right now in the first team battle for this right here. Let's go.
Here we go, Angry Bird rocking the patented Zeku, going up against Kami's Akira, who's been putting some work recently.
Definitely playing some really solid Akira neutral as well. Using those normals to his advantage.
CABA as well.
And just slowly pushing Angry Bird to his corner.
Nice anti-air, still ready.
No,
another
no
one
jumps.
back to back. You thought you could neutral jump me? You know what's funny? The last time they met over in week 2, it still had the same matchup.
Remember,
Angry Bird
that's
versus Kami. The last time they met, Angry Bird
nice.
took it down 2-1.
Bro, that took out mad health. Yep.
Lots of talking on the side of NASR. Let you know how confident they feel about this upcoming match, I feel like. Oh, activate off of the standing heavy kick. Oof.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
That's fine. I mean, that's fine for Kami. Didn't get the extension off of Daigo, but that's going to be not too much of a big deal. You get the corner carry.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What a
Steal the turn
reversal.
away.
Can't get anything out.
Oh, the counter hit too far away. I think he could have gone for stand heavy punch. Still.
Back throw.
I think so.
I'm not sure.
Because you do get that counter hit combo, crouching medium punch into stand heavy punch.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
That's
you
zero.
can't really contest
Can't
that.
press.
That's one of the things about Zeku. You get up close, you see that Bushin run, you want to try to trade with it. A lot of instances, it's not the smart thing to do. First round in this first match, gonna go to Angry Bird.
Hey, no
Air
jumps.
definitely went
Bro,
for
we just
that.
told you, no jumps.
Even Big Bird is like, I told you, you can't jump.
Okay.
That's okay.
Gets
There
the
it is.
counter hit.
All right.
Ooh. Okay. Damage here. Gets the short
Nice,
EX
nice.
elbow and the stun. Let me get some meter on top of it. Full launch here. I've never seen this part of the bathhouse before. A nice little view here.
Bird's eye view. Still gonna be stuck down below. though.
Catches the switch.
No anti-air.
Not ready for the off the backboard jump. V-trigger one this time around, so you got to be careful. And this is where
Oh,
Zeku
nice.
can run it all the way back. Full CA available.
Yeah, it's not dead.
And he's not stunned. So,
Watch out for the V-trigger just activation. Yeah.
switches back to young Zeku. He wants the foot speed.
The slide.
Why did you keep
Nice.
switching?
Oh.
This should be the round to play properly. Kami gets it. The thing is, though, he's contesting. Oh, I love the fact that he's still
you get the
standing
post.
there.
You get the post
no
KO
matter
kill.
what.
That was great. He just, if you get to see the anguish on his face, like, nobody messes with my sister.
Right.
Nobody.
Don't you do it.
Stick to this game.
Kami once again
Yeah, I don't need to go in.
They're telling him he doesn't need to go in. As Kami's trying to like get this zoning properly. Lots of grams coming from the side of Zeku. And I feel like Kami's been a little anxious and running into a lot of these and taking a lot of shit because of it.
There was about, what, like 4 or 5, I think that's 6 now that he's run into.
And look how much life he's lost because of it. More than 50%, 69 seconds left on the clock.
But still got V-trigger on deck as well. So if there's any sort of hit that happens, maybe an EX elbow past the grams, activation probably, who knows. Oh, that's a big jump in. Not going to spend the V-trigger yet. Going to use the elbows, though, to get that corner carry. Not covering the jump.
Why'd that jump medium hit all the way over there? What?
Nice.
V-shift to get back.
V-shift.
Yeah, what an answer. Gets the check here.
That's okay, it's okay.
Gonna get the corner.
Still win.
And it's so expensive, too, on top of that. The damage is there, the corner carry is there, but at what cost, right? Now he's playing in this pocket to get out of the critical art range, or at least...
Nice.
I thought so, at least. I thought so. Uppercut into CA. That's also Angry Bird getting dangerous.
Yeah, just stay on hold. Go young only if you want to activate.
Yeah. I think this is okay.
I always wonder why he's contesting after Bushin run in a lot of instances with the crouch jab, because a lot of times you want to react to it before it comes out, right?
Well, it traded, so I mean, like he wants to make sure that he doesn't take all that extra chip damage and whatnot. So he trades to stop that momentum. That's exactly why. That's one thing for sure. The second thing is the amount of grams he took to the face. I didn't like him giving up free damage like that. He was trying to get the timing of it all, doing it again, trying to find a gap between the grams.
Yeah.
I feel like that's nice. Between the grams.
I feel like he's just playing. I feel like he's playing pretty anxious here, though, right? And you could tell the team, you could tell the NASR team has the same mentality. They're like, hey, you really don't have to go in. So Angry Bird just backing up and using grams, just getting to that range where grams will hit, and making Kami respect the space. Kami playing back a little further.
That's what I wanted to see. A whiff punish on the side of Kami there, using the EX elbow, traveling nearly 3/4 of the screen.
Catches the transformation. Okay,
there we go,
look at the damage. Okay. Full combo extension here. Stun is right there. Wow, I like the trickery and some meter on top of it. Back throw for the most meter gain. And didn't get a bar from it, but got a little bit more than half.
Man's it. Elbow, back throw, half a bar. Take note.
EX gram there. Angry Bird got a little meter to spin. This is potentially the last round for him. Okay. Wow, that hit from so far away. A long distance scramble here. Oh, wake up, EXDP this time. Always ready for the jump. I feel like he's really banking on Kami to go for this jump. Just annoying with the grams long enough. He saw the dash in, so he's mixing it up with that stand medium kick as well.
Oh,
nice
that's not good. That was a punish.
Watch out for the V-trigger.
Yeah,
I like that. Trying to contest the elbow is very, very difficult unless you cross-cut DP. He wasn't ready for it.
Angry Bird
activation now.
Calling out the activation. Daigo's still there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I was thinking the throw was coming. Needs to be careful. We've seen a lot of those lows coming.
Nice.
Ooh, and one touch away. The Grey Life, a great time to cash in using that light kick. Good call from Angry Bird. All he needed was a light kick. Switching over to that young Zeku, getting that little extra range, annoying the opponent from that far away.
Nice.
Wow, he's really trying to play this range game.
Man, with punishes back-to-back, kind of pulling back on the grounds until he reaches this kind of spacing between his opponent. Angry Bird with a step up. Full conversion off the off the crush counter.
Damn heavy kick. These guys are trading a lot of situations. Once again, there's that EX to get in. Has the corner position. Kami in pretty good position here. Wall jump, trades air to air, still holding that corner. Kami not doing too bad, but full CA available. You got to be careful with those jumps because you know Angry Bird has been looking for him. I mean, you better be careful too. Gets the counter hit. This is big damage and the trigger on top of it. Oh, big damage. We getting an Akira display here. Yo, Kami.
It's a whole different Kami every time we see him use this character. You know he's putting it to the lap. He tried to get the cross up, and Angry Bird knew he had to use the V-shift out of there. He didn't want to face the mix-up.
No
so
throw.
Smart.
I love the pressure from Kami.
You just need one hit.
That was such a good recognition there from Angry Bird. Right? That cross-up was ambiguous.
He needs to stop taking all this block damage. Oh, gets the cross-up. That should be it. Kami ties the set. One up.
So
one up.
To the same game plan.
Yeah, you're playing good. It's fine.
You see the amount of time in between. Kami has really stepped up his game with Akira. We're seeing, compared to day one, the first time we saw it,
He's
right?
gotten better and better.
We've seen the V-skill. We've seen what he does. He was going for the corner carry a lot of the times, but it was very basic. Jab, jab, jab. Now he's going for different sequences, higher damaging sequences. Then we saw towards the end, he has the potential to do the no
whip
cross-up.
Nice.
Yo, Kami. I'm going to tell you something else, man. Kami is definitely rising to the occasion in so many of these matches, and you can tell his gameplay is changing because of it. Okay, EX to return the favor. Oh, wow. No more Bushin flip. Goes up for that crouching medium punch. Such a good poke. Checks the jab. That's the sweep.
So good.
That
was so ambiguous. What?
At the backdash.
Went for it. He didn't listen to his teammate. Actually got hit by the wake-up flash kick 2 times, and he's got trigger. You can't block anything else. You know Kami's looking for the activation. It's a legit guess, too, so you got to be...
Oh, boy. Oh, that's actually great. He can't V-reversal out. He's going to take a lot of chip, though. Oh, maybe not. No more pressure from the trigger. This is going to be an excellent, excellent time for Kami to activate. Raw! Chasing him down. No, he didn't want to do it off of a normal. He did it raw instead and tried to chase down a jump back with the elbow.
He's looking for the jump. I know it.
Oh my God.
Oh, he's not dead. He didn't have meter. He did that. Oh, he didn't have meter.
He looked right at Kami. Angry Bird immediately shot stairs at Kami towards his left. He's like, yeah, you like that? You're going to uppercut me? Well, I'll tell you what. I got it all too.
Okay, gets the counter hit. I love the push with the elbow and great pressure from Kami.
Oh my God.
Oh.
The Graham's no longer taking free damage against Kami. Big counter conversion.
Big damage here. Tries to get the stun. Dash up, crouching medium punch confirmed. Side switch. With the V shift. With the V skill, excuse me. Big damage. CA is on the table. Oh, that actually helped him out and moved him forward. Didn't actually.
Oh, you're
check
dead. You're actually dead. As little scaling as possible. Target combo to the palm into critical art. That's all she wrote. Angry Bird 2-1. That could have actually been the other way around.
That definitely could have been the other way around.
The meter that he had.
Oh, yeah, 4 resources. I would have loved to see him play out that second round, that last round a little differently. Went for the raw activation and had to chase Angry Bird across the screen to get that fight. I'm telling you, for me, that is what made or breaks this last match. It was the fact that he actually went for that raw activation, didn't have any block, and you saw Angry Bird making the adjustments because those Akira normals have a lot of range to them. So switching up between that big heavy kick, that heavy punch, is getting a lot of activations, whether it be on block or not. Just Kami having conversions for it really does change this thing, but it's not going to change the result 2-1 for Angry Bird. But that's still a match on the board for Kami. Like I said, a match on the board.
So, as you mentioned, in comparison to week 2, Angry Bird versus Kami, it ends up being the same way, 2-1 in favor of Angry Bird, but a lot closer in regards to how Kami performed with that Akira, right? Didn't even have to go to like Seth.
Lots of advancement coming from Kami, just being and in my personal opinion, a better player in a lot of aspects. To go toe-to-toe with some of these players is, one, it's really difficult. Two, you really have to up your play to stand a chance. Kami has consistently got matches up there with the best players in the world. I know my man's like, but you're playing pretty good.
I feel like that's just the facade. He's
that's
like,
the facade. He's faking it?
Yeah, as soon as the door closes, he's like, what does it take to be strong?
Why am I not strong enough? Kami, what are you doing? Nothing, looking cool, bro. What are you doing, man? Hanging out?
Kami?
Kami, what are you doing in there? Listening to cool-ass music and dressing up? What's up? I'm not thinking about Street Fighter at all. Damn, I almost had it with that combo.
Google, play 21 Savage.
Got to turn the music up while he's in there learning frame data. All right, here we go. You're not fooling any of us, Kami.
So there's going to be the play here. Big Bird versus Oil King. Oil King not able to use... Actually, both of these players technically not able to use their characters because Rashid is like the ban pick, right? But it's going to be fine. Big Bird does have Ken.
And you still got NL. This battle isn't over, right?
Not even close.
That was the first match, and you still got one match on the board. I was talking to Oil King, and he was just like, hey, we really just want to get some W's on the board. We want these next battles to be very strong. If they can get a win versus a team like NASR, they can really get something started, much like the Ken back throw.
You never skip a beat when it comes to
Bro, I don't want to make a noise when he's doing it, but on the same note, I feel like if I don't make the noise, then you won't hear it. So I'm not going to say it next time.
Oh! You should. You definitely should. It gets me every single time.
Oh, he went for it. That was definitely a back throw. That's the party starter, bro.
Speaking of party starter, Trigger 2 is on
Save
deck
one, save
for Oil King. Let's see what the sequence is going to be. Oh, he's trying. He's trying real hard.
Oil King's playing really sharp right now. I feel like the situation here is where we typically see Oil King overextend, but gets the crouching medium kick, cruel
That was
disaster,
so sick.
and the dragon punch, the closeout. I actually had to blink twice. I was like, oh, wait a minute. It's set.
Oh, was that far?
Oh, even Big Bird was like, what?
We'll take those. We'll take those.
Well, that was
Yeah, we'll take those.
no, it was a combo, but it was so late.
Wow, the hit confirmed from the crouching medium kick to go straight to CA. I like how Oil King is playing really active in the neutral.
Oh, big
Spins
counter
the
hit
EX.
confirmed too. Forward fierce just to get that corner carry as well. Applying pressure. Big Bird walks out of danger, but still into the lows. Not bad at all. Trying to get a side switch. Back-to-back whiffs, and that's the problem, right? You whiff in front of him, someone's bound up. Trying to go back into it.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Learn from the best. Install.
Oof. He's the fireball. Spins the EX.
Oh, yeah, cool
Oh.
disaster passed it. Yeah, projectile invulnerability. Good call. V-trigger 2 to bring them back in. That you cannot do that. Are you going to spend it, though? Crouch jab, uppercut, into critical art.
Yeah, he's only got one CA for Ken, right?
I could have beat you down. Wake up
Spinning
anyway.
the CA here, really
yeah.
not too bad. You can get that back up before the end of the next match. Only thing is going to have 2 on the side of Big Bird. Excuse me, almost 2.
I like the continuity with Seth's critical art, by the way, how it still revolves around like the feng shui engine in the stomach, I guess, or the yin yang engine. I forget what it's called, but it still like sucks him in that way. It's really cool.
No, that's definitely true. That back medium punch, just checking the range. He needs to be careful.
Nice.
I was actually just about to say, Big Bird is way too good at confirming these low forwards. We've seen it week in and week out. The Ken is looking so strong. Crouch short. The hesitation really worked out for Oil King, but not so much. Takes 2 throws in the corner, 3 throws in the corner.
Do it again. Oh my God, it would have worked too.
Yep.
The damage. He's on fire.
Angry Bird over there acting out.
No, he's not beating you.
He was on fire. He got 3 in a row.
He doesn't have
He
anti-air.
shot a shot at the last one.
Doesn't have.
Got
I'm gonna
the
do
target
EX also
combo.
as well.
Yeah.
EX uppercut. Man, there's something about watching Big Bird's Ken in person.
It's so good, dude. It's so good.
Nice,
One of the
nice.
reasons I was originally a fan
Oi.
of Big Bird was because he was a Ken player. That's why I'm a fan of Big Bird. I'm being 100% honest.
Okay. I like that. I respect
Okay,
it.
that's fine.
All right, what's the setup now? Oh, what a block and a punish too. We got all the
Actually
way
got
to
a
the corner.
counter. He definitely probably hit a button there. Oh my, the stand light kick in the Tatsu. V reversal.
Can't, oh,
Yes.
so in,
Nice,
yeah,
nice.
still within range and susceptible for the V-trigger 2 to explode. One hit will be enough. Also, critical art. You stealing?
Nice.
You cannot play
Nice.
that range versus Big Bird. He's
Let's
so
go.
ready and willing to deal with
Yeah.
it with this shoulder, with Ken nonetheless. So many options. We saw the stand light kick and the Tatsu in the corner.
That was nasty. You know what's wild about that? Oh my God, you cannot, again, contest this man.
damn it.
Target combo off the back strong.
Guess what,
EX
again?
uppercut, back throw.
Yeah.
Oh, you're actually dead.
Oh.
What?
What?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
Huh? Oh no.
That was my fault.
Yeah, definitely an input error coming in from Big Bird. That would have been it, actually. Missed the punish, went for an uppercut,
Oh.
tried to go for a throw, actually, I'd imagine. Just
No
overlapping inputs.
anti-air, but still gets the target combo, and this might not be good. You got to watch this range. Man, his spacing with EX fireballs, his fireballs in
Nice.
general, is so good. Damn,
That was actually a close call. That was actually a very, very close call. Big Bird could have thrown it all away, and Oil King had that potential momentum shift. Just off of a big bet, right? Not getting punished off of a big bet is a big deal.
It is. It very much is. If you can get to that point of a match where you're like, oh, they didn't even try to punish it. That's a mental note for later. You're really gonna be like, oh, they might not know, or they just wasn't prepared. Either way,
It was an input error,
Right.
is what it was. Like, you literally heard it from Big Bird. He's like, oops, like, he didn't mean to uppercut. I mean,
okay,
there's no way. Yeah, I mean,
I
like,
thought you were just talking about in general. My bad.
No. I mean, like, in that sequence, Big Bird tried to get a punish, and I guess he overlapped inputs. Maybe he blocked, tried to go forward, like it down, and I don't know what it could have been. But jab
Yeah, sorry.
happened out, and that's something that's pretty good. It was pretty good for Oil King.
was
He's starting to
my
get his
fault.
momentum going. We're starting to see, like, that sequence, but it just wasn't enough. Just a little bit too little too late. But we still have the anchor via NL. going up against Problem X. And this is going to be a pretty big problem, considering Problem X gets to play as Bison. He gets to play as main. But will he, though?
Now, I would think it's Alex. Oh, I think I can hear him talking.
And he'll be reversal. Like, every chance, like EX Stomp, he'll be reversal. Just be ready to block the reversal and punish.
Are we going to see...
Go Problem!
Alex? No, it's a 2-2 set against Cammy. I thought it would be the opposite of getting like the parries going.
No, because when you use
fighting,
skill 2, you get the special cancel, so you get the warm up, and it gives you big damage on combos. So you can.
So you're going for the damage more so than the defense.
Yeah.
I get you. And if you were able to snipe out a dive kick with the crouching heavy punch, could lead to even more damage. You get like what, slash elbow canceled into AKS on the way out.
So even if, like, let's just say you catch a dive kick and you get a crouching like heavy punch, a lot of times, depending on how close you are,
nice.
Oh wow, reset goes straight into the hyper.
Still within range. Thank you for the buff. That's so dangerous. Oh, swinging for the fences immediately afterwards. Out of there.
What a read. Wow, got out of that crouching medium punch. You got to stay all over it at this point. Yeah, standing heavy punch actually hit on wake up. Oh, caught you swinging. You reach. I teach it's like a game of basketball. First round, it's going to go to NL. But he's going to need 4 more if we're going to look at anything else.
You're seeing a lot of conviction when it comes to NL. You're seeing the movement and the reads coming in against Problem X, and that's actually pretty important too. Problem X getting all the data needed.
That's why you can do combos like that. Look at this. Combos like this. Oh, you're dead.
No, you're not. But you know the range to get grabbed.
You could have used EX, but stays there instead.
Unnecessary roughness, power bomb.
Yes, this one was free.
My man actually got a hit off of that. He's like, I'm not going to flash chop you. You deserve a cooler death.
Dashes up after the knee hike, the air stampede, gets the medium punch, and didn't even commit to it. Slash elbow. Oof, yeah, see,
just at that range, too.
Yeah,
so hard to tell.
And that's why you have to play that range a little closer. That really works out for Cammy, or for Alex, because then you're back into that crouching medium punch range. His pokes start to be a lot more active. Once again,
dive
the
bomb chase down. We've seen that option by NL. It does get Problem X out of the corner for a little bit of damage to sacrifice for, but how often do you find yourself in the corner against Cammy? Pretty often. Already shimmying back and forth multiple times. If this doesn't kill, which it won't, it's going to give him Oki either way. And a good amount for the medium.
Double dash, stand like kick, just fishing for it.
Oh, no, that's one DDT. Oh, the lariat +3, Jesus, and checking the movement afterwards, looking for the opener.
That could have been it.
Sleeper hold. EX hyper bomb will kill. Not a throw though. Stun gun, he tried it! NL 1000% ready for it though.
If you did the X quadro, he was done. I know, but I was ready for Bishop.
Yeah.
Just play you again. I think you know this matchup better than him. Because you are not Hurricane, you are
I was about to say, he plays I literally was about to say, but he plays Hurricane. And then Oil King's like, you're not Hurricane. Shout outs to my bro Hurricane, bro. Cammy Tings.
Forward throw. Checking with a lot of the mediums, right? A lot of harassment coming in from the mediums. It's exactly what Cammy is great at doing.
I love the fact that NL is checking some of these situations where he's just taking liberties, walking forward, right? He's walking forward, trying to stay in his throw range, and NL's just checking him. Gets the throw. And the stun. This looks like a speed run for my boy NL now. One more round, and he moves on to face Angry Bird. Oh, man.
And then both birds, really. In rotation, Angry Bird, then Big Bird. What kind of buffer was that?
Oh, Problem X.
What do you mean, crouch, jab, spiral, arrow? How are you ready? Sorry, Steve.
That's cool. Every time I was about to talk, you
wait a minute.
Finds a hit once again. Problem X needs to get out of this corner. Has a lot of resources, but not reacted to any of the jump ins. Oh, wow. Had something started and instantly,
sit him
kick.
down.
Takes a throw this time. Oh, wow. Looking for the throw. Eats the heavy kick, and this is not looking good. One more instance, and NL could be moving on to the next member.
He chose movement. He tried to back away. EX uppercut finds the mark. Trigger is on deck. We're going to see a raw activation. Probably not.
Nah,
he doesn't need it.
Doesn't need it. That's going to be 2-0 for NL, keeping UYU alive in this team battle. So now it's going to be NL going up against Angry Bird.
Back in the hot seat against NL, who's looking ridiculous. All games done quick mode. Trying to get these world records. Did so against Problem X. I feel like in comparison to the entirety of Street Fighter League and all the players, NL, I think, has the fastest win record against him.
Yeah, I was about to say it. He's nodding too. He's like, yeah, I agree.
I should have command grabbed at the end of the first one, but it's easy to say that now, so.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Just guess wrong.
Problem X was talking about how he was prepared for the V shift, right? And that's why he went for stun gun headbutt. He was in the corner, so it works out, right? He's still talking about it.
I think it would have stunned it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Stun and kill.
Yeah.
1000%.
Damn.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You can't linger on the what ifs, man.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yeah.
On to the next team battle.
Let's go and give
When you focus on the past, that's your ego talking. Now you got to focus on the present. You have Angry Bird now, sitting in the hot seat with this Zeku play. It's time to keep that focus. Channel it to your brothers in arms. Here we go. The Gram coming out immediately. Big sweet chin music.
Ooh, big damage.
Damage and the carry. Tossing her like a rag doll.
Check with the jab and just backs up a little bit. Angry Bird. Life lead about 50%. Once Cammy gets started, she can be very scary, right? I like to back up and jump just in case.
And we've seen what Angry Bird can do against Cammy, right? Kind of suppressing the threat of the dive kick, jump back short has been a lot of the options, going air to air. But right now, NL has played an immaculate ground game to make him reconsider.
Wow.
Oh, that wasn't even a counter hit. That was just raw.
Nice.
You gotta check the thing. One of my problems I had in this matchup, and obviously it doesn't matter now, but is checking the dashes from Zeku specifically. Him using EX Bushin Run to get in really does throw me off, so you have to be prepared to deal with it. And this is a quick lead start once again for Zeku and Angry Bird, but as soon as I said that didn't confirm the hit, ooh, side switch, he wants that corner, and I see why. Probably going to switch back to Young in a second. Whoa!
That's a punish, yes, sir. Activating against the ground from that far. Perfectly done, perfectly spaced from NL, I should say. Back into the Young Zeku mode. He's so sick, he's in trigger mode. Oh, boy.
Whoa, I would have spent it. Oh, he wants to kill. Next hit should do it.
Oh, that could have been an uppercut? That would have been dangerous.
I'd hold it. Check.
Oh, you thought you could press
small operating spaces. You see my man, just a little mini shimmy, the travel size shimmy. You can get that through TSA, bro. Oh, what? Let's go. Arrow.
Right on the way down to double grams to get this chip damage. What an interruption there from NL, finding the right spacing. It's exactly what Kami was looking for in his last round, but NL seems to have it locked down now.
Nice.
Oh, boy.
Gonna keep jumping.
I see that. So the neutral jump is an anticipation for the slide into trigger. It's blocked, but still doesn't matter right now. Angry Bird.
Big damage and trigger on the table. Activate. Blocks a sweep. NL jumps out looking for it. No reaction. Gets the sweep. That should be it. First match is going to go to Zeku. You already pointed out. Zeku takes off a lot of damage when he gets those hits. Cammy, not known to have the most life out there, so hopefully NL not letting that pressure get to him. We talked about it in the interview. And you can tell, still overall playing a lot better, I feel like, in a lot of these situations than typical, right? A huge mental stack going up against players of this caliber at such a degree. Yeah.
Medium kick, didn't get it confirmed, but off of the 2 crouching medium punch, best believe he's going to get it. That's a very deep dive kick just above the kneecap, allowing him to pursue more normals. Look at the interruption there from Angry Bird, pushing out of the corner, but still fighting back. NL not afraid, and still manages to get the strategy of the tick throw. This is huge. This is going to be a stun. You already know. If not dead, of course, there it is, building that meter, and the back throw for that extra down below.
Okay. NL trying to bring this back for Team UIU. It'll be dope to see, in all honesty. Not just because I like UIU, because it makes things more interesting.
No worries.
It's true. We want to see as close as it can get when it comes to the standings. It's a little bit of disruption. Oh my God!
Back to back.
You have to spend it here, right?
Nah. Oh, I guess so.
Because this is what happens, right? You get yourself a hefty life lead. You're building up more bar for yourself with the amount of life you have, and you get Oki. That's going to be fine for NL. That's one. Spending the bar against Angry Bird or forcing him to use that meter. Oh boy, no slide off the counter hit. He's been so good with that up until that point.
Think about it though. The first one he missed it. He just went for it. I think he really wants that knockdown because he wants to start that game versus Cammy. So you can get a little anxious there. You can definitely get a little anxious there. One more game to go for NL, and then he would have to take out Big Bird if UIU is to get this team battle.
That's the thing. He had it on counter hit. That would have linked. He would have linked it, got the knockdown, another chance for activation. Even if he mistimed it, he could have activated trigger anyway off of a block slide. If he wanted to, right?
Oh, crouching medium punches. What a whiff punish on the Graham there. Just looking for it. That light kick Graham starting to add up damage-wise.
Look at all that. Really starting to add up.
Oh, bad gamble here. Big damage spins the EX. Yep.
Uh-oh.
That's fine.
Uh-oh.
NL has a chance, but he can't take much here.
He can't even wake up with an uppercut. But a slide either way. Trigger was waiting in the rafters, just looking for that activation. But that's going to be great for Zeku. Just get himself out of danger with the man. Okay, is it stacking up now?
Overextending right now. Overextending. Okay, gets the whiff punish this time with the low forward. Gets the okay, NL trying to make something happen here. Goes for the throw finally. Angry Bird.
Waking up with the normals. Here's an activation. Raw with the trigger. Actually, after the crouching heavy punch, I should say. Back throw now. The slide towards the end. The trigger. Do not press a button. He's a very dangerous man now with the lows.
That's fine.
Oh, he spent it? He spent it for the grab? That probably would have killed too if it hit. If it was a back
it
throw.
was a back throw. I saw the animation. Oh, cross up, got the hit, back throw. Hit can kill now. Confirm, watch the legs. You know Angry Bird loves to hit you with that stand light kick. EX is on the table though. I would have thrown you, bro. You're dead.
No, you're not yet.
Now you're dead. Now you're dead. Now you're dead.
Woo! So that's it. Angry Bird eliminating Team UYU. Another repeat victory in comparison to week 2. However, there's a huge difference. NL actually got to play this time around and actually pulled a couple of W's, a pair of W's at that. Kami also got one in the exchange against NASR. But NASR, again, playing what? Like how many weeks straight? Looking as clean as ever. That puts them, what, to 7-1 now?
7-1.
What in the world?
It's going to be tough for every other team out here, especially to get them out of first place. I don't even know if it's possible at this point.
I don't think you should. Like, there's for all the teams that are left that have to play against NASR, that's going to be pretty tough because you need as many wins as possible to get into this top 4.
No, that's definitely true.
These guys are gatekeeping at this point.
Dude, it's really, because if you look at the standings, we got some pretty close calls right here. And I just mean numbers-wise. It's one win away for a lot of these teams to like kind of go up over another team. And remember, only top 4 will make the playoffs. So 2 teams will be going home, and only 4 will be playing for the playoffs. But only 1 will get the opportunity to be winner and face off against SFL Japan.
So we do have NASR again with a W back-to-back weeks, very convincingly too. 3 matches to 1 against UYU, but it's not going to be the last we see of UYU. But as it stands right now, NASR is pretty much big chillin'.
Yeah,
to be quite honest with you. They have 7 W's under their belt, and of course, they did it with the official headset and mix amp of Street Fighter League. Astro with the A40. I've been saying it time and time again. These guys are coming in hot with the clear comms, the controllable sounds, the Dolby surround sound as well. You guys got to check it out for yourself in the panel down below to pick up an A40 headset, which has been supplying the entirety of Street Fighter League and all the players here.
Shoutouts to Astro for being the official headset and mix-up of Street Fighter League Season 4. And I believe Rob TV is down on the stage with an interview with Angry Bird.
I mean, what do you people really want me to say at this point? Clearly, this has been a complete domination from the beginning of the season all the way up to now. It feels like I'm watching the 73-9 Warriors. Bro, right now, you know, where are you guys at mentally as a squad? It looks like right now everything is easy for you. Is it even mentally engaging the way that you guys are smoking these teams?
I mean, we knew after we won against Bandits and Panda, we knew that we are qualified for the playoffs, that we knew we were okay. So today we said, okay, we don't need to win. Like, we just play and we don't need to win. Okay. So we play without pressure today.
Okay, so a bit of a, this one's a little bit of a spicy one that I want to lob up to you. So, of course, in a spot like this, a lot of the other teams, all the other teams are fighting for survival, trying to make it into the playoffs. Only 4 teams make it in, ladies and gentlemen. This is the only team that may be safe up to this point. So, do you think that it would behoove you guys to maybe try to gatekeep certain teams specifically from getting into the playoffs, or do you not think like that at all?
Oh, we don't think like that. All the teams are okay again. Like, we are ready against every team. We prepare the strategy and the plans against every team. So I think we are ready against all the teams.
Okay, and the last thing that I would like to ask is, if you had to say, if you had to guess, this might be impossible for you to answer. If you had to guess, for what do you think are the 2 other favorite teams to, well, I guess the 3 other favorite teams to make it into playoffs up to this point, if you had to put your money on it?
It's pretty hard, but I think NORDAVIND, Panda, and Giants.
Okay, so if so, that would be UIU and Bandits not making it. It's a tough one, as Angry Bird said. Not 100% sure, but
these are the teams who will be in playoffs.
No, that would make it in.
Yeah, NORDAVIND, Giants, Panda, and us. I think that's the playoffs.
Yeah. Okay, well, look, I respect you 100% for at least for really giving me an answer and everything. And of course, well played to all of you guys up to this point. Amazing team. Can't wait to see what you guys do in the playoffs. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not the end quite yet because we still have Vicious and Steve over on the table, going to give us a little bit of a wrap up, but that is all coming after the Astro Listen In.
Yeah, it's easy. He don't know how to play other characters. He played Dawson, bro. The fakest players in Street Fighter history right here. No real skill.
I think he's just used to people chasing him.
Yeah, but he don't know who he playing against. You Dawson of every character.
Both characters.
Remember all the regular dash punches, you can jab them. Besides the low one, you can medium punch always, like EX or non-EX. But the upper one, the light one, you can jab, spiral.
EX I can do medium punch as well.
Yeah, all the EXs, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Street Fighter League Season 4. You just saw what happened in this week's team battle. That is week number 10. And just to remind you folks at home, NASR has officially clinched their spot into the playoffs in top 4, but it's not going to change their mentality. We just saw what happened between Rob TV and Angry Bird. They were talking about what goes on after this W. Are you going to just keep gatekeeping? What's going to happen? And they're like, you know, I want to make sure that it's known we are just focusing solely on the mission before us. We're not here to kind of demoralize anybody. We're here to make sure we play our best game to get ourselves in top competitive shape for the playoffs.
And once again, they are not certified for top placing, right? However, the worst that they can do at this point is getting third place. So you really can't be wrong with that. That means you're going to the playoffs. And the most that can happen to them, I think their record can go to 7-3, if anything.
Yeah, so I mean, the worst would probably be like 3rd and 4th. Either way, they're still in the top 4 position. Let's talk about the other match also that transpired. One of the more hype ones, to be quite honest. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Panda versus Vodafone Giants. We were losing our minds with the way it broke down.
The way that this match played out, Justin was pretty close to getting that W over Mr. Crimson.
Super close.
Didn't work out. NEPHEW not able to touch VEGAPATCH, and it just seemed like we talked about, that was what I was worried about, the matchup experience. I'm telling you, it's like a handful of Fongs that I know, even off the top of my head. But just saying that you play one in your respective region is one thing. VEGAPATCH is a very strong, probably one of the strongest in the world, obviously one of the strongest in the world at this point, taking out some of the heaviest hitters in the world with none other than Fong, especially a powered up NEPHEW. And then we go to that last match, INFEXIOUS versus Punk. Pressures on him again, carrying 2 other Pandas on his back. Not able to clutch. You're not able to clutch, bro. They can get to like 800 pounds or something crazy. You can't be carrying around Pandas. That's not easy to do. But
there's no nutritional value in a bamboo stick. I feel like there isn't, at least. That's just me. I don't know, and I don't want to know. But I'll tell you what, though. Punk taking it down over INFEXIOUS 2-1. It went down to the wire, honestly, with that Zeku play. It could have been either one. But this is what we all wanted to see, too. The Mr. Crimson versus Punk runback, and we actually got it. The first time they met each other in Street Fighter League in that previous week, Mr. Crimson did the same thing, took him down with Dawson. Wasn't on the board this time, a whole different story. Mr. Crimson rocking the G, and it was as close as ever. There were significant drops from the side of Punk. I couldn't tell if there was the nerves settling in or what other factors. Fact of the matter is, Mr. Crimson took it down with a secondary, and it was imperative for their success going into that playoff contention spot, right? They're still hanging in there at second, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Panda is still sitting at third, but we'll get into the standings in a little bit. But talk to me a little bit about how imperative that match was as Mr. Crimson taking down Punk 2-1.
I'm not going to say Mr. Crimson is Punk's demon, but he's got him with his G. Ooh. He got him with his Dawson.
Bold statement.
You know that, look, as a fighting game player, like outside of that, that sticks to you. Punk is one of the best players in the world, but that also puts a target on your back. Mr. Crimson looking like a big force in the world of stopping Punk in this instance. Does not mean that they are out of it yet. but every match after this is going to be pivotal.
Right.
And once again, it's nothing short of amazing Street Fighter matches that we're seeing, because I promise you, outside of Red Bull Kumite, well, you weren't going to see those runbacks anywhere else because you ain't going offline. You're coming here, you're coming to Street Fighter League, and I'm telling you right now, I still dare you to find me better Street Fighter. It's been 4 seasons. Nobody has delivered it to me, but we're delivering it to you, and this is still only week 10. We're not even to the playoffs. We still got the finals.
As week 10 concluded, we couldn't ask for better Street Fighter, honestly. Well, we're still looking for some more, honestly. It's going to be here, only here, as we get into week number 11. Let's take a look at the standings. NASR sitting at 7-1. Vodafone Giants in second with 4-3. Panda now taking an L at third place, 3-4, setting us up for the other 3 teams you see down below. Number 4, NORDAVIND, 2-3. BANDITS at 5th, 2-4. And of course, UIU right now, 2-5 as number 6. Again, there's still plenty more time for these players to get in gear.
Yeah,
there's still a few more weeks left of regulation play to get themselves in the top 4 spots. So there's going to be so much to look forward to. Week after week, you've seen the Street Fighter V action. You've also taken a look at the listen-ins brought to you by Astro, who's been a huge component for Street Fighter League, supplying all the players with an A40 headset. Again, being a part of the Street Fighter League is pretty important, but the fighting game community as a whole for 10 years, providing such quality headsets, making sure the sound is crisp and clear, and being able to hear all the comms in every single team battle throughout the week has been nothing but a blessing coming in from Astro. So big ups to them. Again, check it out down below for your own using that Twitch panel. And we're getting into it now with week 11. We're getting down closer and closer to those playoffs. Who do we have for next week's team battles?
Next week, team battles will consist of none other than the Vodafone Giants going up against the Bandits. And then, of course, for the second side, we're going to have NORDAVIND going up against NASR. So they're going to be back up to play again. They already have a strong lead sitting in at first place. NORDAVIND really in a rocky position right now. Something is not expected, but you got to plan for it. You got to be prepared to fight for it. And they're going to fight for it next week on Street Fighter League. Week 11, it is going to be amazing. If you looked at the matches this week or any of them before or any of the seasons before, you know how we get down. You know where we get down. We will see you guys next week for some more Street Fighter League. Oh my God, there's 1 second left, but it runs out the clutch. The king of lame, Justin Wong. Looking for the jump, I know it. Oh my God. Oh, he's not dead. He didn't have meter. He didn't have meter. And this is going to be tough to get back in now.
Oh, that actually hit, and that actually hurts. Oh my Lord. On the screen. Oh my God, ducking past it.
Nice. And the check with the jab constantly.
Damn, VEGAPATCH is nice.
So I actually had to blink twice. I was like, oh, wait a minute. It's set.
Oh, is that far?
What? Even Bird was like, what?
We'll take those. Nah, it was a combo, but it was so late.
And this can turn for the worst with a command grab.
Oh my God!
Oh no! Oh no, lots of meter. Another
if a grab
hit.
happens to stun, is gonna be it. Oh! That's it!
Vamos!
Mr. Crimson is gonna take it over Team Panda. You've been hit by, you've been struck by a smooth criminal. I can't say his line, but I'm expressing it. Okay? I dare you to do what he said.
Do it. Tell him.
I dare you to find better Street Fighter. I dare you.
I dare you. I dare you.
Oh my God, just the storyline.
I dare you.